Ah,
So the first thing
Hey!
we're going to do today is wind the clock back a little bit narratively and just so we kind of had to rush through the ending. Um and and I want to go through some of the just take our time with like the aftermath of the witch and then like getting to town and all that stuff.
what about it?
Hmm? What? Oh,
Oh, I
you're
said I'm about it. Yeah.
you said, what about it? And I was like,
Oh, yeah. What
uh,
about it?
Yeah,
what about it?
you'll
Huh?
find out.
Between the rain and the blood running down his face, Puka could hardly see anything in front of him. But it probably would not have been of any comfort to him to see Bosch and Alozir trying to negotiate for his life with a fancy dress. He looked down to see Iskra unconscious in a pool of her own blood. Things were looking bad for the group, and the razor-sharp witch's talon on his neck illustrated the point. But through the rain, Puka could just make out a shape. A tall figure, wide-brimmed hat, long coat. It was Sebastian. They hadn't run into much action yet, but the hobgoblin's body language told Puka to be ready. Sebastian was in cold-blooded killer mode, and he needed to be ready to move. And he would be. He wouldn't let the group down. He would play his part. Bang! Sebastian blasts the last candle from the altar, causing the wicker man to fall to pieces. It was time. He would do what he... Oh my God, what is that? Something big flies through the air at Puka. The witch starts to draw her claw across his neck, and blood starts to pour when Alozira hurls her axe, slicing through the big amorphous thing, the dress, and through the witch's neck, taking some of Puka's hair with it. The witch falls to the ground, dead, in two pieces. As our heroes, I don't know. I hadn't written anything past that because it was
No, and then there's a moment of hushed silence. And then Boss says, I didn't think that would work.
I'm real glad it did. That was awesome.
Yeah. No, that was a great throw.
Low five.
Yeah, low five.
Iskra says nothing.
except
Puka,
Oh,
you did a great job of doing nothing. It was good that you did nothing there. Otherwise, that axe could have potentially hit you. Good job.
Yeah.
nice haircut.
as you bring your friends back to consciousness and the rain subsides, you have the witch's body and in front of you.
Yeah, I start going through its pockets looking for loose change.
I get that reference.
Believe it was Sebastian Ben Robertson who was looking through it on the last one as well.
No, that was me.
Was it you?
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
always
cool.
Brian's always the first one who does any of that.
And I'll loot him.
Yeah.
Good.
Give me them pockets.
So I'm looking through the body and I'm like, okay, pocket. Oh, frog. I don't know what the heck that is. That's squishy. Oh, hey, here's a big bag of monies. Throw that.
Yeah.
Put that aside.
That's 59
one.
gold. 59
How
gold.
much?
50.
We're rich.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Bosch is
59
rich.
golds. All right. Put that down.
It's not only in gold, it's in other
Gold.
stuff too, but
There's an amulet here, probably magicals, potions.
it is in the form of a spider, as if the necklace piece was its web and it's like kind of like sliding down.
Oh man, this is like goth.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Bumble, check this out. It's like a spider necklace. And then some potions here and a curvy wand. It's got like Peroni's wand. And then Katarina's, I think we have Katarina's wand.
The wand that the witch has, Bosch, as you take a look at it, you just hear Bosch say kind of
Things.
almost subconsciously like, ew, gross, but also impressive because it's like a series of finger bones and it kind of ends in a finger and it's wrapped with leather.
Yeah. And ew. Ooh, and ew.
Ugh. Oh yeah, and you pull out Katharina's wand. It is a just kind of a wound up piece of like a branch sort of thing.
Okay. Got it. All right, so I gather up all that loot.
Oh, there's more.
Oh, and there's more. Hey, wait, there's another
Oh,
pocket. Let me check
boy.
this one.
Well, wait.
Here's a bagel.
I'm getting an apple quick. Bye.
Only half eaten.
Probably still good.
Wait, it's been in the rain though.
Well, now it's more like porridge.
Ugh. You can have it.
You find she's got like a bunch of stuff just kind of like dangling off her and inside her robes and stuff like that.
I'm being really thorough.
Yeah. There are 4 potions.
What? All right.
4 potions.
Cool.
You find a leather scroll case.
Ooh, it's a leather scroll case. Something tells me this contains some sort of scroll.
Your powers of deduction are astounding.
I know, right? I mean, because what else are you going to put inside of a scroll case but like a scroll? Or maybe like a really thin book, like a pamphlet that you've like rolled up, maybe? Or perhaps like a
pamphlets.
map? Or a bunch of notes? Or like spaghetti, but the uncooked kind because it's long? Could also go in here.
What about like salted, like thin cut potatoes that are like
Oh
fried?
yeah, like potato straws.
Yeah, no.
Well, not actual straws, but they're like long and
Slices like
thin.
coins.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And
Stack 'em.
and yeah, or like eggplant, really thin cut in like the right shape and like fried. You could stack them.
The next thing you find is an hourglass about this size, and about this color. As you kind of move it back and forth, you realize it's full of blood.
Oh. Yeah.
You find a small doll that looks remarkably like Katharina.
Breaking it.
You pull out the severed toe of an ogre.
Severed ogre. Oh. Somewhere there's a really limpy ogre who's probably looking for this.
On her
Back to-
belt, you pull off this jar and you look inside it, and it's got about 20 live spiders inside it.
Ooh.
Does anybody have any need for live spiders? Perhaps. Anybody want those for some reason?
Not yet.
I'm still
Okay.
passed out, right?
No, you're awake.
Okay.
Everybody's
Yeah, we
awake.
healed you.
That's great.
You won't be soon. Spiders.
I'm not entirely fond of the spiders.
All right, save these.
And it's an
Sebastian.
arachnid family.
We save those for Sebastian.
You find a
Send it to me, Alfred.
small locked box about this big and about that thick,
Small lockbox.
made of some sort of fine wood.
Oh, and it's locked, you say? Well, alrighty.
I'll bet
Let's-
there's a ring in
I've
it.
got a thing for that.
Yeah, let's just try to open those up. We're using my thieves' tools.
I'm gonna, if anyone sets it aside, I'm gonna take a look at the wand.
Yeah, I'm kind of placing them like in a pile, sort of. Actually, I'm gonna search this thing for traps, John, because
Okay.
Very
Perception
tiny
roll.
yeah. 12.
12. You You don't see, it doesn't appear to be trapped.
I don't see it. All right, that's fine. I'm gonna unlock it.
All right. Make
Thieves,
a
thieves tools.
yeah.
Oh, that's better. So it's this plus Dex plus proficiency. 7. That'd be 22.
22. You stick your stuff inside and you're like, this is like a child's box. And you just kind of quick spin it around and it opens up. And do you open it?
Oh yeah.
All right. You open it and it starts playing music and bling, bling, bling.
Ooh, like a music
bling,
box.
bling. It's like a music box, and inside it are small teeth, about 30 of them.
Small music box with teeth.
Baby teeth.
With even
Like
worse.
just kind of scattered inside or like stuck
Well,
in.
they're all clumped in. It's only about, the box is about this big, by like that tall. So 30 baby teeth are pretty well packed in there.
Yeah.
Well, that's weird.
And then you find one more thing that is on the back of her belt. Or actually, it's like kind of shoved into her robes a little bit and covered. And you find this thing, and you pull it out, and it's like a forearm bone, but it's like small. And as you kind of look at it, you're like, oh, this isn't like it's not made of real bone. This is made of like wood or antlers, or it's been carved.
Oh, so it's a faux bone.
Yeah. It's a faux arm bone, exactly. And it's maybe a foot long, and then it has also like a claw at the end of it. And make a perception roll.
Okay. Oh, I rolled well. 21.
21. You look at it, and the claws are all kind of like on the same plane, and they appear to have like skin and skin particles and stuff inside the fake fingernails.
Skin under fingernails. Does this look like something that
Like
somebody uses as a
skin
weapon?
flakes.
Does it look like somebody's using a weapon to like gouge out of people, or does it look like a magical like rod or something?
It might be a rod. Then why would it have skin flakes on it? It's not like somebody gouged out somebody's face with this. Like,
Is it like a is there a heft to it, like weapony heft, or just light and weird? Okay, it's quite weird.
It's light and almost, you would say, decorative.
Huh. Weird. Okay. Well, and here's a creepy carved bone arm thing with the claws, and is that skin? Ooh, it's really this lady had issues.
Looks like a head scratcher.
I think issues like that are best solved by fire. We just
I would
burn.
agree with that.
Well, I think we really solved the problem with murder.
Well, we still need to take some kind of evidence back to the town so they know what happened.
We
Well,
could
yeah. So Jack,
So we can't
Um,
burn all of it.
that way, yeah. Well, let's take her now separated head.
You're welcome.
Alozira, will you be carrying the head?
Sure?
Do we want to put it in a bag?
Oh, no.
or on her axe. Just throw it on her axe.
We're gonna need to.
Also
Can
good.
anybody figure out if any of this stuff is magical? I mean, I'm guessing the wands are magical, but what about this hourglass of blood and the music box with teeth and this weird
I think
arm
we
thing?
should this was a witch. I think we should assume that everything.
I can detect magic.
Everything.
Oh,
Can
cool.
detect if it's
Yes.
good or evil.
Well, let's do both of those
But
things.
pops his head around. He discreetly made his way over to a bush after Alazira picked up the severed head and absolutely threw up behind the bush, trying to do it as stealthily as possible so as not to alert everybody else to it, but sort of wiping his mouth as he pops his head up and is like, I can detect magic.
I like to think that Puka is just Morty. Is just Marty.
Yeah. So
Puka.
I cast detect magic.
All right.
Gotta get past this Puka.
All right. Looking at this stuff, the potions are all magic. The spider amulet is magic. The hag's wand is magic. Katharina's wand is not exuding any magic.
Just a stick. Okay.
Keep it in the party pool though.
What was in the scroll tube? Did we? I know Iskra went and looked
You
at it,
open
but
it.
Iskra was looking at it, so I'm assuming she's opening it.
I was just looking at the wand.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll open the scroll tube. Sure.
Yeah, you pull out two things. One of which looks like some sort of spell. You make a. I'm not even going to make you roll Arcana for that. The other one is very
wouldn't-
much like a contract.
Oh, a contract.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I bet this is the thing that Katarina was talking about.
It definitely is.
You look at the bottom, and it's for somebody named Leslie Lockett.
Huh. Well,
That's
I wonder if this is actually Katarina. Who's the other person in the contract? Does it say?
The witch.
Oh, okay.
Maybe that's just the witch's name.
Well, maybe this is some other poor unfortunate person who made a deal with this witch.
I mean, maybe.
Maybe this is the person that unleashed the witch on this area.
No, I thought that was Katarina.
What is the nature of that contract? What is it? What exactly does it say?
Well, I'm no lawyer or nothing, but let me see here. I will read the contract.
All right. You read the contract, and it is
No, I'm not reading it very well. I'm just,
skimming it. Yeah. No. I'm just it's for a fortune, essentially, in exchange for firstborn child.
Oh shit.
Is there a date on it?
Yes. It is about 2 years old.
I've never sold a human before. Does that seem like a reasonable amount of money?
Not really something decent people do.
I can't exactly imagine that it'd be be a lot of money, right? Like, think about how many children are born into this world from parents that don't really want them.
Right.
I mean, I don't want to harsh on anybody's business acumen or nothing, but I think that's illegal. It's called slavery. We don't really do that in polite society no more.
I'm not
I
saying
mean-
it's a good thing. I'm saying I'm wondering if it's a good business deal or not.
Well, I think they hang people for that.
Then a terrible business deal.
I don't.
Unless you're in Adricium, as I understand it. Apparently there's some sort of deal down there where there's like a, I don't know, semi-slave. I'm not sure how it works.
I don't
Let's,
exactly
let's
think
avoid
that.
area.
Something tells me the hag wasn't exactly too worried about being hung.
Yeah, no, but we should. I mean, I don't like to use the word blackmail, but we should definitely talk to this Leslie Lockett person.
Well, considering that we probably, just broke her contract, she either lost her fortune or all of a sudden she found herself a whole bunch of freedom. Who knows? I bet you that she would probably be thankful for us, though, to do this thing. And thanks is oftentimes rewarded with money, and I like money.
Well, I mean, thanks or blackmail. I mean, either way, it looks like, we could get some money out of the whole thing.
Win-win.
And then there's this hourglass of blood. So if you're literally looking to tell time with blood, I mean, this thing is great.
Yeah, is that thing magical too? Puka?
It has a slight magical
Mm.
glow coming off it.
What about the doll? Or the toe,
Um,
or the jar of spiders, or the music box.
Music box, jar of spiders is our mundane. The oops, sorry, wrong one. There it
The
is.
toe and the doll.
The toe is just a toe. It's actually like also in a jar.
Oh, that's nice.
The doll has a slight magical residue. It's not really currently magical, but it has been magical. It was magical recently.
As soon as I
Okay.
hear that the jar of spiders is not magical, I'm gonna take the jar of spiders.
Oh.
I've always wanted a pet.
Well, now
Yeah,
you have
Why would I spend
400,000.
20 of them?
And then what about this weird forearm, faux arm bone thing?
That is not magical.
Just creepy. Not magic, just creepy. Got it.
Kind of looks like what you would use if you were the conductor of an orchestra that was made of like awful things.
Sebastian just kind of like looks at Puka.
Yeah.
Yeah, well said.
What exactly goes through? You got this hole in mind, right? You have a hole in mind, and you just come up with shit like that, and it makes me wonder.
Yeah.
This makes me wonder. I maybe you're as fucked up as the rest of us. Who knows?
Hey,
Hey,
hey kid,
I'm perfect.
is this what's this deal with this spell scroll?
Um. I take a look at it. Can I roll Arcana?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's 17.
17. All right. Yeah, no problem. You kind of read through it and see Puka kind of murmuring the words and it
Scratching the top of his head where his hair used to be.
Mhm. Where there's just I imagine there's just like a bunch of hair like sticking out.
Cute.
It's a reverse mohawk.
It's Occidental.
Hey.
Ah.
This is a scroll that of summoning, but it summons one specific creature.
Is it the witch?
It is not the witch.
Is it the ogre?
The one, the nine-toed ogre?
Yeah. Wolf will like, hey, we found your toe. Buddy.
Spider Mama?
Spider mommy.
Hang on, I'll give you the name here in a second.
I love the constant guessing from the Bosch squad.
I had to write a background for Tales of the Valiant, which like they broke up character things into like lineage, which is your race, heritage, which is how you were brought up, and then background, which is like your previous occupation. And the thing I was given was like it was a spider keeper, basically, because it's all about like the spider people who like spiders. And but part of the background involves like a D8 list of reasons why you're an adventurer. And so you had to come up with like, I'm looking for a cure for the colony's been infected and I need to find a magical cure or whatever. But I decided that one of them was my pet spider Reggie wants to see the world.
Aw,
Like
so wholesome.
I would 100% play that character with that motivation. Like I would just stay at home, but Reggie really wants to see things.
I'm so wholesome.
I'm annoyed to be here.
He's a yearning to see the sea.
That's right.
My spider pet, it yearns.
It yearns.
This is for a fey creature named Dard. D-A-R-D.
Dodd.
Sub dog.
Hey, creature.
Hello, Dard.
Can't wait
All
to
right.
meet
Well,
Darby.
keep that safe, I guess, for whatever that is, in case we need Dodge for something.
Oh, what do you think Dard's like?
I mean, he's probably a nice guy. He likes chess. He's You know, he's a connoisseur of Adressian cooking.
It's-
And
Feywild?
I'm sorry. We're talking about a fairy who
Well, you don't really know. The fey creature could kind of be anything. That's what's
who is
really
being
cool about it.
summoned by an evil witch we just spent a lot of effort to kill.
Well,
we
yeah, but
end up
they are
going back
neither
into
evil nor good. They're just sort of more exist in a morally gray place that kind of completely, depends on like your intention of interacting with them. And well, I mean, it's kind of complicated. It's a little bit like an equation, but yeah.
I mean, I think anybody can be evil if you give them a chance.
That is very true.
And they are there to give you that chance. If you want.
Should we consider going back into the town?
Well, I thought that's where we were going.
Yeah, this head's not going to stay fresh for too long.
And that bag's looking a little weepy.
Yeah.
It's already a
As
bit
they
soggy.
start gathering up the things to journey back to town, one of the things that Puka helps to carry is that scroll.
Hey, you just hang on to it. Probably the only person here who can use it anyway.
John, I have a question in regards to the delineation between arcane and divine magic.
Okay.
Do people at Allgate really discern the difference between the two?
Like in general in a village, it kind of depends on what sort of spell you cast.
Well, and it's also probably depends, like, if it's a priest casting a spell, they're going to be fine with it. If it's some dude in a cloak casting a spell, probably not as much.
Yeah, except that, it's rare to find a wizard in a cloak or in a robe.
No, you know what I mean, though. But it's like, I mean, if they see a priest casting a spell, they're going to go, okay, it's the gods. And if it's some guy or whatever, they might go. I don't think their first reaction is going to be like, oh, I'm sure he's a priest.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
you
and
know.
if it's like something helpful, you could probably very easily convince somebody that it's divine. And if it's something that sucks the life from somebody or blasts them or explodes, then you're probably going to have a harder time. Chances are the local townsfolk aren't going to stand around and wait for an explanation. They're most likely going to scatter.
So, John, setting question. Are we playing with the way that we had been talking about handling arcane magic in Allgate for the new book here to start working on it?
What do you mean?
Well, like that mages are sort of underground and hunted and suppressed, and
Yeah. I mean,
if so, we should tell people because they might not know.
I thought that was part of our session 0, but
Oh, did we?
a lot of things that have happened.
I got a job since then, so it's a lot of things have happened.
I've been driving Lyft, and it kind of fries my brain a little.
I get that.
What I was getting from that, which now I have a question about, which is whether or not magic users are simply rare and therefore some people might be afraid of it, or what it sounded like Brian was getting at, which is more so that they are like underground and that people would be mad at them for using.
So
magic.
what we had talked, John and I talked about. Oh, go ahead, John, if you want to do it.
So yeah, arcane users, like 500 years ago, there was a purge, where there was basically a satanic panic, and there was mass burning and destruction of arcane magic users. And so those who remained went underground and live a life in parallel, basically. Like they walk through the regular world and stuff, but they try not to show off their arcane magic. They try to hide it whenever they can. People who see like basically destructive magic and stuff like that freak out. And if word gets out to these mage hunters and it's bad enough, then they can come after you. Now, there is the Diabolic Pact, where you enter into a pact with the other magic users of the world, and to help protect each other, and to, not blast off your magic in full sight of everybody else, so that so that it brings all these mage hunters down because it could cause another purge. But they can also help by like showing up and wiping people's minds and stuff like that.
And like the kingdoms have like mages, like there's an archmage from most kingdoms have like an archmage, but they're like sworn with magic to the crown. So they're sort of like not enslaved, but they're certainly bound. You know, of course, they're also like player knowledge, not character knowledge, but they're of course helping the underground mages because they're fucking archmages and they can do shit like that.
Yeah.
But
like,
church,
oh no, I'm magically tied to you.
Yeah. Right.
There are
I
no
told them I was
sort of-
magically tied to them.
And the church was the one doing was a big part of the purge. And they're also sort of, they're not helping. Let's put it that way. Like there's probably a lot of like sermons that are still warning about the dangers of mages, and the mage hunters come out of the ranks of the church. I mean, it's
Do they
yeah.
recognize the difference between a mage, meaning like a wizard, and like a druid or a cleric, like the different types of magic?
Yeah. Like clerics and druids are probably fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
Clerics are
druids-
certainly fine.
Yeah, clerics are fine. Druids are fine because they are,
Witches.
Yeah, they're witches and they're doing helpful magic and,
Yeah.
healing the land and bringing the rain.
So like it's not considered like rangers have a small amount, some people will just have some magic.
Right. Like bards, no one bats
No
an
one
eye.
really
and,
cares.
Right, and rangers, they don't care,
A sorcerer or
it's-
a wizard of great
and warlocks. It's warlock,
Sure.
wizard, sorcerer.
Okay.
Yes.
That's the problem ones.
Okay. But
Okay.
like most people have some like, look, I can make a spark happen, especially ever since a couple years ago.
Yeah, the only reason why I bring it up is just because we're about to walk into a town with a whole bunch of arcane
Yeah.
shit. So I just
And
want-
like a town that has a magic shop, John and I were saying that more than likely than not, if it has a magic shop, it's probably run by a witch or a druid or a cleric brewing, like an alchemist brewing potions.
Yeah.
There is a whole, like the underground mages have like their own shit, which is probably, if you really wanted to find something cool, you'd go there. But we're at first level or second level, that's not going to happen for us.
Yeah, and then there's like enchanters who like, oh yes, we make these little helpful baubles around your home, like that sort of thing. Not really realizing that, because most people don't know the depths
Mm-hmm.
which how this stuff goes. And it's not that the church is also overtly against arcane magic. It's these extremists.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's like I would assume the extremists are like using sermons from the era of the purge, that kind of shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mage hunters.
Oh, thank you.
Solomon Kane.
Yep, a mage hunter. I think it's actually like a witch hunter from
That's cool.
what do you call it?
The Puritan era.
Warhammer.
Oh,
Oh,
because Solomon Kane, that was his whole vibe, was like that sort of look.
Yeah, I think I can't
Solomon Kane was written
100%
by the guy who did Conan, and he was a Puritan adventurer. He was,
I
of course,
read
also
the
a massive
Solomon Kane
racist and
books.
such.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool.
Anywho, right.
Taking a
Right.
whiff.
So you're
down.
gonna walk in there with a bunch of arcane shit, but they don't know it's arcane.
That's right. Just looks like a toe and
Yeah, but they
yeah.
do know that there is an evil witch outside of town, who cursed them.
that's your
sorry.
Exactly.
That came out of nowhere.
All right, but it's like we're bringing in her shit. That's the part where I was like, even though they don't know it's arcane, they will know that it belonged to her.
which way did it come from?
Which
Which
where
did
did it
the
come
which,
from? Which way are you gonna go?
Which where? Their witch.
Which
Something
witch?
about
Where
cotton.
witch? Their witch.
which please?
And over a
Sandwich.
witch, old MacDonald had a witch.
Which
Um,
witch?
Should we go see the mayor guy?
Oh yeah, I want to see how his shave looks.
I want to see his pocketbook.
Oh, and we
wanna
got to
see
see if that
you-
if the person that Iskra cut open is alive.
I want to see the mayor's stupid fucking face.
Yeah, and that. Oh, and the dude whose shoes we swapped around.
Oh yeah, I bet he
I
fell right
think
on his
that's-
I did
face.
not cut him open. I made him bleed just a little bit.
As
You can
technically
see
cutting someone
bone.
open.
And not in a good way.
I did not. I pricked his finger. It was nothing more than what would happen if you picked a rose too quickly.
You ran your blade up that guy's forearm.
You are remembering very different than me.
All
I think
right,
we have different standards of what cutting open a person is.
maybe.
Well, I guess we're about to find out how much of a pussy this man was.
As you gather up your loots and head back to town, it's
She says while blood drips down her face.
and
You got red on
the sun comes out, the rain subsides for a while. The ground is still very muddy, but things are things are getting nice. You brought the sun back. How cool is that?
It's actually pretty hot.
Yeah, here comes the sun. Doo 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 doo. Here comes the sun.
Well, I'll say.
Exactly.
You spend the next hour or so walking back to town, where as you get closer you can actually hear the town is kind of like buzzing and alive with people, or maybe buzzing is the wrong word, but certainly arguing,
Oh, fun.
shouting,
Oh, no.
yelling.
Now this should go well.
As you walk down the path toward, like, over this kind of like rocky, hilly, or not really rocky, but uneven path to the town, and sure enough, you can see the the town mayor is amongst all of these people, and they're all he's trying to manage a bunch of people all around him. He's still in his pajamas and has very nice clean shave. At least up his mustache. Did you take his like lamb chops?
I think I took everything except for one side of the mustache. So we left just the one on the one side.
He's it's exactly how you left it, like as if he did not have time to look in the mirror when he left home. As you come
Perfect.
walking up, a dog, the blondest golden retriever, comes running up to you guys as
Oh,
it's
it's
coming in.
Oh my
Barry-
god, baby! I cast Speak with Animals at will, and I go, oh my god, you're so beautiful.
Oh, you're so beautiful.
Hi.
Hi.
And-
And he like just into Puka, just crashes into Puka for pets.
Puka has lost all concentration on anything but the goodest boy before him.
I look over at Elazir. It's okay to love dogs, but
So
not okay to love dogs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Bow wow means no.
oh, hello, Big Green.
I don't think most people think that's a
Hi.
controversial thing to
sweet
say,
puppy.
Bosch.
Sometimes the most common sense things still need to be uttered.
No, even I feel a little bit traumatized from hearing that.
And
I'm
then
just
he
gonna
goes
pet a dog.
running back toward town, going, hey, check it out. I got new friends. And he like kind of like does a little spin and turns around and back, and like suddenly like people realize the dog is barking at something, and they turn and they look at the group of you who still beaten up, have a lot of your own blood, maybe some witch's blood, or
Hey,
It's just like this
Sebastian.
visual of the weirdest group of 5 you've ever seen, and then Puka being like,
Hey, Sebastian. You want me to do the talking?
Do
You
I
look like-
want you to do the talking?
Yeah.
I
It
can
looks
do
like
the
he wants
talking.
it.
All right.
That's what they always say.
We'll see how this goes.
Cool. Hey, town people.
Hmm.
Anybody seen a witch? because we have. She's in this bag. And I point to the bag Alazir is holding up.
And like blood just like bloop,
Yeah.
bloop.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
women-
her head's
women-
in the bag. Most of us back in the forest. The point is, we took care of your witch problem, and you are welcome.
I take a deep bow.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Is most appreciated in the form of gold and nice lodging for the night.
And the mayor kind of breaks through the crowd. He says, Are you saying that you've destroyed the witch?
That's right, half mustachio.
Yeah, your face is great.
One might find that believable considering you're able to actually move right now.
Yeah, you are all frozen in time. Or
You
you're
start
playing a
trend with
really
that.
great game of freeze tag. It could have gone either way. But the point was there was a witch. And we took care of her for you because we are brave adventuring types.
I'll open the bag if you ask.
That don't work for free.
Show him the head, show him the head, show him the head.
Please, let us see the proof. Pull out.
And like I go over and I grab the witch's jaw and go, hello, I am an evil witch. They have slain me.
sorry. Stab me,
Verily.
please.
And,
That's actually kind of funny.
Thank you.
and say, well, thank you to you one and all. You have Blumbox gratitude. You
Oh, yes, please.
will please come be our guests. Let us celebrate you and celebrate our freedom from this witch.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Anything you want to drink, anything you want to eat tonight is on the townsfolk of Blombach. And one guy's like, well, it's not on me. He's like, it's on me. Would you just stop it? He's, all right, just don't go speaking for other people.
What a little curmudgeon.
The town full.
Don't have enough
There's always a
money to
curmudgeon
pay
in
for
town.
drinks for an orc.
Well, fine. Let's go do that then.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, I look over at Sebastian with a look of like, see, I did the thing. Like, I haven't asked for a reward. I haven't done any of this shit that he wants me to do, but I went, look, we got food.
I'll go up to I'll nod my head. It's like, okay, Bosh. And he'll Sebastian will go up
Get
to
my
the mayor.
dogs.
And I just want to say, and he'll just kind of pull the mayor a little to the side. I just want to say that we took great care in making sure that your town folk are safe and that your involvement in this whole predicament was not known. And I would think we would all appreciate it if it all stayed that way, if I'm thinking that correctly.
My involvement? I'm sure I don't know what you mean.
Oh, simply just the spurred hearts of a particular individual that brought this witch upon your.
He's holding the letters behind Sebastian's shoulder, thinking he's being quite helpful.
You have
Pretty
the
sweet
letters?
story, isn't it? Mm-hmm.
He's like, I'll take those.
I
Nope,
don't think that you will.
Back into his pocket, unless he's going to fight me for him.
He's not gonna fight you guys. He's in his pajamas. He's wearing a freaking nightcap, for Christ's sake.
Now,
Won't tell if you won't.
I don't want to say that we're exactly ungrateful for the solid evening that I'm sure that we're all going to participate in. I just think that there's a more universal form of thanks that would be an additional piece of gratitude that I think that we all deserve.
Is this intimidation?
What
Sounds
is
like intimidation.
Message for you, John.
You want some backup, Sebastian?
I was going to say I assist him with whatever.
I'm naturally intimidating. Just
Uh,
saying.
Sure. I mean, I guess I figured I just went over here with Puka. I didn't think I was necessarily
Oh, sure,
announcing
sure.
whatever else I was doing.
You do that.
I'm not very persuasive or intimidating. I mean, I don't have, like I'm not skilled at this.
What are you trying to do here? Like skill wise?
I mean, I suppose it's an intimidation thing, John. I don't think there's another role for it. I'm just
Okay.
trying to say like there are consequences for us not this little quid pro quo kind of thing.
And since Puka is helping, advantage.
Great, because I rolled a 4. Nah, that's better. 15 total.
15 total, and he says, we can keep this between us. Make a perception roll.
I do. 14.
14. My husband doesn't have to know. And that's when you hear Bosch.
Hey, did you guys know that the mayor is totally stooping this Katarina lady?
Damn it, Bosch.
I'm like ahead of you with a bunch of people. Yeah, we found all these letters, and
Puka got those letters?
yeah, we got these letters, and yeah, I mean that's like he's a real cad, that guy, but kind of tasty half mustache. So I see what she was thinking. Too bad she died. Oh yeah, she died.
Katharina's dead.
Yeah, she got smushed by the witches. Oh yeah, she got switched by the witch's Wicca guy. Wicca monster.
Too bad. And he like kind of hurries over to Bosch and says,
hi.
my little friend, come please with me and with us. Yes, we'll come here this way.
I'm like I give a thief sign to Elazar, be like, I think this guy's coming on to me. Yeah, it's not my type though. I like full mustache. Ha ha ha.
He sees the mayor go, like Sebastian sees the mayor go off, and he's just kind of like left there at a moment with like Puka behind him, and he's just like kind of just and he'll just start like walking after them.
Boy.
And he tries to like gather you all away from the rest of the townsfolk who are in a somewhat celebratory mood, except for there's one guy who's, oh my god, I'm bleeding so bad. What?
I look over to Iskra and go,
Someone's your friend.
Should put
Hey.
on a bandage that.
I mean, look how
Another
bad.
guy who tries to walk out of the tavern and just face first into the mud.
So they have no memory of being frozen.
Do you want to ask them?
I think it's more that I'm gonna notice their behavior and say to Puka, it seems they do not have memory of being frozen or of anything that happened while they were frozen.
Hey, do you guys have memories of being frozen?
Bosch,
I think that's kind of lucky
Bosch was
for us and for them.
I know, that's what I'm asking, like way over there.
So yeah, the mayor is like pulling you all to the side, and he says like, look, everything that you want tonight on me, we just don't spread any more rumors of this me and Katharina thing. My husband does not need to know about it.
Oh, he was stooping her too? You don't want a little jealousy thing with the two of them?
Sure, we'll go with that.
Y'all are
I
What do I
understand.
have to do to keep it quiet?
Well, I don't know. I don't like to tell people what to do.
Bosch
I
would be
know, I-
perfect with a little bit of money.
Sebastian, you're good at these things.
Well-
I would think that perhaps 50 gold would do just fine.
Yeah, Bosch, would you be able to keep your mouth shut for 50 gold?
Well, that's not, is that each or we're splitting it?
Split.
We'll split it. I don't want. I can't imagine that they have too much money here. This seemed like honest folk here in this town, right? Right,
Well,
man.
except for that
So-
one.
Ron,
that
can
was
I
the
roll a
mayor.
perception check to see what the mayor's reaction was when he said 50 gold? If he was relieved or if he was like, oh, that's a lot.
Insight.
Insight? Ooh, 18.
18. He seems relieved, not so much that it isn't a significant amount for him, but more like, oh, thank God I can fix this.
Wait, was he saying that to Sebastian or to me?
I think we're all there.
All of you, you're all
That's,
Oh, okay.
that's,
Gotcha.
that's what Puka
Yeah.
gathered in his insight check.
Well, I don't know. Talk to Sebastian. He's the one who, like, yeah, if he says 50 gold, that's fine. I don't care.
No,
I would
but
say 50 gold.
All right,
Does-
well,
we have to
I'll,
stop talking about
why
what
don't
we
you
found.
head over to the tavern, order whatever you want, and I'll be by shortly once I've got my money.
You should probably
then-
shave too. I mean, just even it out, you know. I mean,
Okay.
I gotta do the same thing up here.
Don't
This
talk
is
about it!
Easy, but
Don't talk about it!
hey, I feel your pain. That's what I'm saying. Like, I got empathy for you, man.
Would you
And
like
like really means
barber?
it and claps him on the shoulder a little bit in an attempt to be like, I'm with you. I feel you.
Wow.
like me to bring a barber? I'll pay for a haircut.
Oh,
No,
really?
no, you should go put on some clothes.
I'm sorry, I was
Probably.
talking to this one, to Puka. I couldn't hear what they said because somebody talked over them.
No, God, that would be really great, man.
Very well.
Because I'm not
I'll,
sure I can rock this.
I'll wrangle up our barber.
And so we should go to the tavern then. Okay, sure.
I'm drinking.
Yeah, that's fine. So as he walks away, I'll wait till he gets a little farther away, and then I'm going to look at the townsfolk and go, "Hey, you guys hear that? The mayor's buying everybody drinks. Let's go to the tavern."
The dog Puka is like, "Hey, I'll see you later. I gotta go follow him. You know, he feeds." me."
Oh, have a great time. It's
Oh,
nice
yeah,
to meet
you
you.
And he runs off.
Bosch is the embodiment of all of like the shit that Brian has to put up with as a DM for the past several decades.
Probably.
Oops.
Bosch is Brian's revenge character.
Well, either that or it's the stuff I always think about doing as a player, but never do because it's stupid. But Bosch is going to do it.
Great.
He doesn't
Fair.
think first.
No, that's the worst part. I think he does.
Okay.
This is what he's choosing to do. Like, well, I could be helpful, or I could do this thing that's funny. I'll do the thing that's funny.
Funny it
Ooh.
is. You all head over to the tavern, where they're trying to stop this guy's bleeding. Another guy has like road rash on his face, from falling over. But all of the people, as soon as you walk in, they're like, "That's them. They're the ones who unfroze us. Yeah!" And they raise their cups and start cheering.
At some point, as we're sitting down, I am going to try to ask somebody if they actually remember anything, because I need to know whether to avoid certain people.
Make a charisma check.
Okay. I get some of that. Nope. I'm going to go with no, that didn't work.
What did you roll?
6.
6. No, that's fine. It's not a high DC. It's just like more of a question of how long is it going to like take you, and how deep or how much knowledge are you going to get?
If I can, Bosch, with that poor roll, I go over to the guy whose shoes I tied together and
Mhm.
say, "Hey, do you remember anything that when you were frozen?"
A little,
Like- I think that's a yes.
Like which part?
not much. Faces mostly.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
Which ones? Huh. Not a talker, eh? I understand. The big and silent type. I get it. The ladies like that kind of thing. You hang in there, and I pat him on the, I don't know, leg because I'm short. You hang in there. And I'm gonna turn back to Alazir and go, he remembers.
Oh yeah.
And then when I get back to the table, so Iskra, FYI, which means, check this out. I
It
think they
means for your
remember.
information.
No, that doesn't sound right. Iskra, they remember when they was frozen. So you might want to avoid, Army McBleedery over there.
I do not fear a man.
You
Wow.
could have cut him
I
boa, and then
I
he wouldn't have
believe
hurt
it.
him.
I believe that she doesn't fear man. Perhaps that man.
I look over, is the guy whose arm I cut in the room?
Yes.
Yeah, I had to amputate. It was tragic.
Is he bandaged?
He is bandaged.
Is he looking at me?
Not at the moment.
Hmm.
I'll
go over and grab a beer and grab 2 beers because they're free. Thank you. I'll go over to the bandaged man and say, experiments are necessary at times to make sure that things are what they seem. Here is a drink. Thank you for being my subject. And then walk away.
Wait, what? Did you cut me?
Absolutely not.
Do you
Unless you choose
know
to
who
make...
did? Did one of them do it?
No. You cut yourself. While frozen, the witch made you do it.
Fucking witches.
Fucking witches.
Fucking witches.
And that is why it's important to remember. Magic does this to people. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In magic.
Fucking magic.
All right, out of 0.
What?
I got an idea.
Oh yeah.
So we
So
have
as
a
you're
jar.
all in there, one moment, as you're all in there, tankards, this is like a Oktoberfest almost, where the the people who are running the tavern are just pulling out as many beers as they can because they're on the mare. And there's also pitchers of beer that are coming out, as well as like chickens and sausages and all sorts of food is now starting to hit all the tables.
Hey, so Alazira, we have a jar of spiders, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I know Iskra wants one as a pet, but the other ones, I was thinking.
No,
I was-
I put the whole jar of spiders in my backpack.
Oh, I know. I'm going to
Okay.
ask you for them in a second. But
Just borrowing.
well, yeah. Maybe we could do like a reverse tensor on that and maybe gift somebody some little friends.
Oh yeah.
But who do we think deserves to have friends?
Who's getting a little present, huh? Well,
Well, we'll have to salt the mine, is really what I'm saying.
no, I get you. Well, let's see. We've got Switchfeet over there.
Puka is giggling into his cider, not looking at them determinedly.
We've got Sliced Arm over there. Ooh, I wonder which one of these is the mayor's husband.
There it is.
That's it.
We saw a picture, didn't we, when we were at the
Yes.
mayor's house? We looked
Yes.
for that guy.
Yeah.
All right. It doesn't take you very long. He is the nicest dressed man in this place. I forgot how I described him, but I want to say he's like tall and has like slick back hair and like a Freddie Mercury mustache.
Yeah.
Very Germanic. Standing in the corner, very prim and proper, enjoying the company of people.
Hey, Iskra, can I have some of your spiders?
How many?
Well, I don't know. You have like 20. How many do you need?
I will give you 4 spiders, but I have uses for them later.
That's disturbing and kinky, but I'm not a kink shamer, so you do whatever you want with the spiders.
I'm gonna carefully pull out 1,
I'll put them in like a cup or something. Like,
2. Oh, this one has a nice stinger. 3, 4, 5. They needed a little more room. Oh, they seem hungry. And I'm gonna go searching for bugs to feed my spiders.
All right.
all right, what do you think, Alzira? How are we gonna distract them?
Well,
Maybe
let's
maybe an auto? You want to do an auto?
Sure.
Do a little dance? Distract everybody?
I'm into that. I know a good one.
All right, well, I think the bar is calling your name.
Oh, geez. Can this bar even handle me?
No, it's not our problem. It's not our bar.
Guess we'll find out. All right. Jump up onto the bar.
All right.
Is there a bard playing music or anything?
There is a shitty band
Great.
playing Oompa
Uh,
music.
Great. I'm gonna do my best, like weird dance with a lot
Hey,
of
it's the
like, sticky
traditional
things.
orc victory, the traditional orc victory dance.
Everybody join in.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna sleight of hand these spiders into this guy's clothing.
All
I'm
right.
gonna roll to see how fast Puka gets drunk and whether or not he just follows her right up onto the bar. Above a 10 is yes.
Do you want me to roll for persuasion as well?
I rolled an 11.
You could
Roll
just
an
pick
11.
him up. I mean,
Puka just went right up there with her.
Jumps on top of the bar. Oh yeah, traditional orc victory dance. Do a performance check, Elazira.
Oh yeah. I can do that.
Am I giving her advantage?
Sure.
Okay.
Damn it! I downloaded a bunch of music exactly for this purpose, and now I'm like, but where?
But
Where
where?
did I put it?
I only rolled a 13, but I've also been drinking, so like,
you
It's
rolled a
not
13, but because of the
coordinated.
drinking, you feel like it's an 18.
That's
oh,
right.
totally.
You
Yeah.
are absolutely. You're merry and pippening it, like the Green Dragon dance, where you're like
Mhm.
dancing, like doing all these like big things, and make a strength check.
Both?
Huh?
Strength check.
Yes, strength.
Both of us?
Just you.
Just me?
I don't think
Great.
Puka's strong enough to take apart the bar.
Oh, sure. This bar
guess-
is fucked.
Puka, you should also make a strength check.
I rolled
21.
a natural 1.
Oh,
There's a good spread.
Alozira 21,
Yeah.
Puka natural 1. That's pretty great.
Yes, mate.
I have an idea of how this would go. Does
Do it.
anyone else want to take the narrative for a second and describe what happens to this thing, or do you just want me to do it?
If you got an idea, roll
You
it.
got an idea.
Okay.
All right. So, you both start like basically jumping up and down, and Alazira, you don't quite notice. Although, I mean, you were a little conscious of it to begin with. I don't know if this bar can handle me. But as you're stomping around and doing these dances with Puka, that you're kind of making up on the spot, I assume.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
And the top of the bar starts to splinter in this very, very old place. And the two of you are let's see here. Throw on regular tavern music. Ah, and
Wait, I have an idea. Can I
yes,
do the thing?
uh-huh.
So as the bar begins to splinter, Alozira and Puka take no notice because the crowd is starting to go with them.
Yes.
And the music is going louder, and all of the sudden, the wood underneath Alozira's single foot just gives way, and all of the sudden, her one leg goes down and the other leg is pushed up as she goes down, and it just so happens to be underneath Puka and launches him into the air.
Yep.
That's great.
Is there some sort of beam or chandelier where I may make an
There is
acrobatic?
now.
100%.
Hold on.
Yes, make an acrobatics check.
Please, dear God. Okay. Oh, +2. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Yes.
Yeah, it basically flings you up into a chandelier. What do you do when you like find yourself coming towards
Bar
a chandelier
goes
that's
silent.
made of antlers and stuff?
The entire bar goes silent as Puka goes flying, and there's this moment of collective as I go flying through the air, but I manage to grab onto the antlers and swing back and forth. And as I swing backwards again and I'm holding on, I just leave out a really big, like, woo!
And the whole bar goes, Botch, there couldn't be a better time.
Yeah, I'm gonna give the spiders a new home. And as I'm doing it, I'm sort of thinking, it only as I put the last spider in place, like I think like 2 are in his pants and one's in his shirt and like one's in his hair. And as I do it, as I place the last one, it suddenly occurs to me, gee, I wonder if these are poisonous. Oh well. I mean, it was a witch. I mean, it's probably poisonous. It doesn't matter. So you want me to roll something?
Sleight of hand with advantage.
Yeah, that's a 26.
A 26. Wow. Yeah. You're like popping open his pants and like throwing them down there and everything. And like just as you like kind of jump up on a little stool to get one into his head, and you go like, wonder if these are well, whatever. And you drop it into his hair, and then just kind of like down behind him and out of the way.
And I kind of trot back over to Sebastian.
Mhm.
And when I get over there, he's probably in my head. Sebastian's just watching the chandelier going back and forth now, and I kind of clamber up on the table next to him and go, "I'll give you 5 silver if you shoot the chandelier down."
But Puka's up there though.
Puka's
Yeah,
swinging
don't-
from the chandelier,
Don't hit Puka.
Yeah, no.
but it's maybe 10 feet up. Like, not that far.
No, I think that Puka did a good job today. I think that he can have
Oh yeah,
his
it was very
fun.
distracting.
Yeah, I think he can have his fun up there.
And when I get back in place, I'll give like Alazira the sign that spider mission is complete.
Alazira is currently trying to extract her
Yes,
foot
I
from
am.
this hole in the bar, which the barkeep seems very upset about, but the rest of the bar kind of fucking loves that you just stomped through the bar. So the rest of the bar patrons are happy you stomped through the bar.
Yeah. I
Well, I think now
pretend
it's
be
time to
very-
drink.
And Iskra comes back at this point. Nobody really notices that, but I just narratively, she's got a larger sealed jar, so the spiders have more room. And there is part of a dead rat in there for them to eat, and a bunch of insects. She screws it back up and puts it in her backpack. She has cared for her pet spiders.
Cute.
Very nice.
They're poisonous, but they're hers.
All right, look, I know as soon as Alazira comes back over, I'm like, well, should we get the kid down, or we leaving him up there? You okay up there, kid?
It's not that big a drop.
I like to think that Puka is still like screaming like happily back and forth.
Oh, he's like ripped his shirt off and is like whirling it
Singing a
around,
song
like,
from the
he climbs
chandelier.
up and he's sitting in the chandelier, and it's just like people keep handing him ciders, and he keeps half drinking them but half spilling them over the people underneath him, and they're like, "Ah!"
I don't know why you'd want to end this show. I'm enjoying this.
Well,
I'm
I think there's only
imagining
one thing. Oh, sorry.
you.
Oh, well, I think Alazir, there's only one thing we can do right now:
Yeah, what's up?
drink and wait for the spiders to do their work.
I could drink to that. Thankies.
Sebastian will clink his pipe because he is not drinking. He's
Oh,
just
but it's free.
I don't drink.
Like ever?
Not at least not right now. I'll explain more later.
No, that's fair. I can.
I don't exactly trust this alcohol. This just that sort of thing. I like drinking.
Well, I mean, you can really smell the rat in it, but otherwise, it's probably okay.
It's not a quality thing. But you
Oh,
enjoy-
good, because there's not quality in this thing.
I can imagine. Don't worry, I've got my own ways to enjoy, to imbibe. As he just smokes his pipe, probably some sort of like weed or something like that.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
meth.
Ooh, baby.
It's meth.
You know, a real downer. Let's
This guy's
roll the-
smoking cocaine.
Oops.
It's
Sorry.
It's
I love that.
I have so much work to do tonight. Ah.
All right.
Anyway,
And it doesn't take very long before you hear this. And you see the guy, and he's like trying to like brush off these spiders, and he has to like unbutton.
Stop, drop, and roll.
His
Stop,
bubble.
drop, and roll.
Doesn't seem to notice. But he as he like rips open his shirt, you just see this giant red swollen thing welt on his chest. Oh god. Oh, it burns. It burns.
I look over at Alazir and go,
There's
"Yeah, you to yell plague."
how much
5 silver.
up front? You know my rules.
Tink, 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 tink.
I'm pretty sure that's the plague.
make a deception check.
I would like to aid another.
All right.
Oh man.
Best group.
Never invited back.
We won't
Dirty
plan on
20.
staying.
Dirty 20.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Somebody's like, it is the plague. I saw my cousin Trevor before his head fell off.
Yo, I'm pretty sure his head's gonna explode.
What? What? Oh god. He like
It's
sees
real
a
rough way
spider
to
like
go.
now like crawling down his head. Oh god. Ah.
While all of this is happening, John, Iskra is
Mhm.
going to pull some like herbs from like just some like pumice sort of things out of her bag and start putting together just a little bit of like a salve basically with a couple of different herbs. And as he's freaking out, she's just gonna walk over, put the salve on his bite, put her hand on his chest and say, "You'll live," and walk away.
Like you turn around and like Alazir and Box are looking at you like,
You
which is
ruined
fine
it.
for him. But the rest of the bar kind of starts freaking
Yeah.
out that the plague is being passed around. He goes screaming as you're making the salve. He's actually like screaming and running out the door.
But can I do a medicine check to see if it helps him feel better or
Sure.
not hurt? 10, so it's not fantastic, but it's something.
Yeah, it's like a single Tylenol.
Yeah,
And he
it reduces inflammation a bit. It's
Mhm.
cooling.
and people are starting to scream and run out. And
Right.
he just as the mayor comes walking in. Nice.
Nice. Just like, walks in yelling.
Nice.
Like, I've got your. And just as his husband smacks into him at the door, just creaming him, they just completely wipe out.
Creaming him, you say?
And he they like get up. He's like, what's wrong? And there's like this big welt growing on his face. He's like, oh my god. And somebody goes, it's the plague. We got the plague while we were time
So, so I think at some point one of you can look over to Bosch, and there's a little tear, just this little tear, kind of going down the side. It's like, she's so beautiful.
complete and total barfarama.
I think Pook is drunk enough that he just yells, "Plague spiders!"
Yells what?
Plague spiders.
Plague spiders.
Yeah, you know.
All right, now let's try to drink an entire keg of beer.
Sounds like a good plan. He comes in with your 50 gold
Right.
and hands it over, and he's like, what is going on in here?
I would say
I don't know.
that your town is feeling quite liberated, thanks to us, and is choosing to enjoy it. Yeah. Oh, the gold. Thank you. You can just put it right here in my hand. You can sit down if you like, but I would imagine that you also would want to,
Well, I have to go
Go.
see what's going on with my husband because he just went screaming out of here with a plague welt.
We didn't
Oh.
say a thing.
Mm-hmm.
The bar was like that.
if it is the plague, you can count.
Luke is still up in the chandelier.
Yeah.
If it is the plague, you can count us. That we won't tell anyone that he was patient zero.
Well, enjoy your evening. And he leaves.
Good night.
So
Let's drink
Sebastian
directly from
is-
the keg.
Sebastian from his table will have the bag of gold. And he'll like hold up in his hands towards Alzia, Bosch, Iskra, and Puka. The handeth provideth.
Yay!
Oh yeah, it came from you. Come on.
I negotiated for this. It was the work that we did together, and thusly for putting in equal work, I will give you equal amount of gold. And I
Did
give
we
him each.
also split some gold that was found on the witch?
Oh yeah, from her giant bag of money.
Mm-hmm.
Acrobatics check to do
Dismount.
somersault off the
A
chandelier.
drunken somersault.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Yeah, so because you're drunk, disadvantage.
Awesome. I really hope I fail and fall.
I really hope that like you attempt to do a flip.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I'm trying to do. No, I'm exactly trying to do that.
Belly flop.
13. That's so disappointing. I wanted it to either be really good or really bad.
It's like, wow, that's really mediocre.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're just gonna say that it has a really high DC. So
There we go.
So Puka, you get it swinging a little bit, and then you just kind of like go and you try to like do like a swinging backflip, and you kind of rotate a little too far, and you end up smashing down onto a table like a belly flop, taking
Oof, dude.
2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Puka passes out.
He nailed it. He nailed it. That was perfect. Good job, kid.
Of all the
I'm
ways
better
to
myself.
black out at a party, that's
And I'm gonna take a flag and a beer and just like put it next to Puka's head. You know, for later. When he wakes up, he's gonna be really thirsty.
This will help.
I was gonna have him pass out a different way, but this is so much better.
Perfect. So you've basically emptied this place out and trashed it. Well done. Well done.
Ah.
What do we care? We're never coming back.
We
Probably.
do still need to sleep here tonight.
There's plenty of rooms.
Puka's already found his spot.
So I think
We
so. If
should
we
carry
divvy up the
Puka up
money,
to a bed.
so if we divvy up the money, we each get 20 gold, and there's 9 left over in party pool.
Grapes.
Between the two?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because there was like
Oh,
what,
gotcha.
59
109.
gold?
It's 109 total.
Oh, gotcha.
Wait, so we each have total how much? Sorry,
20.
I'm so sorry. 20?
We're each gonna have 20 gold.
And I've adjusted the party pool accordingly.
While we split that up, pee break.
Anyway.
All right, so you're there,
Heavily drinking.
Heavily
Drinking.
heavily drinking,
Heavily.
one accordion player just in the corner. He's like, "Hey, I already had the plague."
I bet you did. You little scamp.
And you and suddenly this very, very well-dressed fellow in with spectacles and carrying a bag comes in and walks in, and he looks around and he says, "Strange. Did somebody call for a barber?
Oh, that was me.
You're
Do I-
unconscious."
Yep.
No!
And so Bosch goes, the guy on the table. Let me tell you what he wanted.
Yep.
I knew that was coming.
Saw that coming. No.
You can X this if you want.
No, it's fine. What's worse? Like, I already have the middle of my hair shaved off. Like, go for
But
it.
it just looks really flat and
It
clean.
was actually what he was trying to do with that center part. To see what he wanted was a clean shaven center, and then the rest of it we were hoping. Well, he was hoping before he passed out that there could be some sort of design.
No notes.
Have at it.
Iskra is into this.
I'd have he had one request that at least some part of the design had a little spider in it.
Yes.
On the back.
Yeah.
Mhm. He also didn't want to have any eyebrows.
No.
Eyebrows are not in season right now.
It's really going for something that's very in the fashion capital of the world.
We don't get that out here very often, but I will take your word on it that
That sure seems like something you could do.
yes, he pulls out a razor, basically, and like puts it down, like takes Puka and gingerly puts him in a chair like this, and then pulls out these like hand clippers and stuff, and puts out all of his instruments very perfectly, and then just starts.
Well, but before you get started, I'm going to say, look, this is a very important person to us. So I'm going to give you 10 gold, and I want you to do your best work. Like ever.
Well, this shall be my magnum opus.
I
Yeah,
believe
just
in
don't
you.
get it on his face.
As
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Bosch knows what magnum opus means.
as he starts to like do his thing, and he's pulling out stuff, and hair is kind of flying everywhere, and he's doing all this stuff, and it comes out as this like a fade up that's just this kind of short, like kind of like spiky, sassy sort of thing that like it's a little short in the middle, but he's managed to like give it as much little spike as he can, and he goes and he's like turns Puka's head around and there's a spider.
Yes.
Hell
But
yeah.
but it is like the coolest haircut. In fact, you notice it's his haircut. Like, and then you start thinking about it and you're like, everybody in this town has a haircut that is very similar to this.
But is Puka still like fully shaved down the middle? So it's like,
Well, no. Puka has like short hair down the middle. So
like a real
it's all
flat
been
top.
like cleaned up to about the same thing, and he manages to kind of like get it to move to one side, and so it's like it's kind of a cool haircut. It's just a little bit shorter than Puka would
I
have.
was hoping you would shave it down the middle, really even it out. Oh well.
And he turns to you and puts on his and like adjusts his spectacles, and he goes, I cannot imagine anyone wanting that haircut. And I
He
would not
did.
do that to someone who was unconscious.
That's the best kind.
Good day. Click. He clicks his heels together and walks out.
It just puffs out of existence.
Yeah.
You know, if I wasn't enjoying sitting here drinking this drink, I would definitely go steal my 10 gold back.
That's all right.
I think we
It looks
should.
good.
Yeah, that seems like a lot of effort.
Yeah, I'm so comfortable sitting in this chair right now.
And we're almost done with this keg. Almost.
Almost. I'm sleepy though.
Alzira has put a
I'll have a nap.
pretty good dent in the keg.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome. I can handle it.
I believe that I'm gonna turn in.
Well, hang on a second. We have some things we need to discuss, I say drunkenly. But now that we've, heroes of the Swamp Water, whatever the fuck this town is called, where are we sticking together for this to Solthorum, or is this like a thing we're doing now? Like it's a group?
Oh,
What's
is that where you're going? I mean, I did say that I wanted us all to work together for a job that I was putting together at some point in fashion.
Oh yeah, okay. I wasn't listening for that part, but I believe you.
But it is fortuitous that you were planning on going to Soltharum, because I also was and these fine two people were also planning on going to Soltharum. So I believe that we could just go tomorrow morning.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, so we can do the standard split up the loot in the multiple ways, that whole dealio.
We could go together.
Please.
No, that's what we're saying. No, we're talking about like as adventurers, splitting up the loot. It's an important consideration.
Typically, I find that when you group together with folk, the more you're able to do, and so the more you're able to split is typically.
Yeah, that's how commerce works. I'm just saying it's an even split amongst all of us.
Yeah. Of course, Bosch. That's exactly what I was playing. Yeah, of course.
Well, hey, anything I lift off somebody else is mine.
No, yeah, that's just standard.
Good. Open your eyes.
Yeah.
While this conversation is happening, and I know I said this in the chat, I am for sure drawing on Puka's face. I would like to roll to see if I can shave an eyebrow.
What eyebrows?
He took off the eyebrows, didn't he?
Yeah.
No,
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 he
he left
absolutely
the
did not.
eyebrows. I want to shave one with my dagger.
That was a barber that cared about consent, monster.
So
We're
in the
pranksters,
morning,
not monsters.
Puka has an eye patch because Iskra has poked out one of his eyes.
No.
Trying to shave off. You
I
are
don't-
drunk and with a knife. Let's see how this goes.
What am I rolling? Is it just a flat roll or?
Dexterity.
Okay.
With disadvantage, drunkie.
Okay.
That is true. If you're drunk.
If you roll a one, you kill him.
Jeez.
Brian, you are so.
It's an 11. It could be worse.
2 ones. 2 ones. She rolled 2 ones.
No, I did not. I rolled a 10 and a 13 and I have a +1 on my dex.
Well, that's just mean. Look what you did to him there.
So
Oh, don't worry, I'll
11?
draw a new one.
Oh, okay. That's fine then.
You're starting to shave, and Puka's eye just opens
Oh,
as you're about halfway
I
down.
was so scared that you were not doing well. I'm just checking on you, poor child.
Man.
Shh.
You are a man,
Alazira,
yes.
Alazira.
What?
Kid, I think you need a bed. Kid. Puka.
We're going to take you to bed.
You saved my life.
We've
Uh-oh.
saved
I
you.
love you.
Oh, I would love
Oh,
you.
we've reached that stage, have we?
He's lit.
I'm saying that to
So
Bosch, not,
You've got two
not to
drawn
Bosch.
on.
I'm saying that to Sebastian.
Oh, yeah.
He's
No,
saying
we knew
to
that.
Sebastian.
Got two drawn on eyebrows, half of a shaved eyebrow, and a drawn on mustache.
Bosh, were you keeping tally of how many drinks it took for Puka to get here?
He had one.
Half a glass of cider.
I mean,
Just a
I
baby.
don't even know if he swallowed the whole thing, to be honest.
It's just some important knowledge for us to have in the future. I believe if we're gonna keep moseying along together. All right, kid, you deserve a bed. You've done well today. I believe we all deserve some sleep.
So, are you picking him up and like taking him off to?
Oh,
Bed.
I'll
I
pick him up.
can. I'm not like the strongest person in the
No. Give him to me.
Thunk, 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 thunk.
world. Puka, we're gonna give you to Alazir here.
Oh, sweet baby. There.
Take care of that kid.
Just put Puka kind of over your shoulder and start
Yeah, like
patting, and
burping.
you hear this burp.
There you
Come
go.
Mhm.
Wait,
The rest of you
little
headed to
boy.
bed too? How
Yes.
Well, I'll follow Elazira to see because more funny things might happen.
How many rooms did you get?
We have the entire bar.
How many rooms did you get? You're
Was there
not
anyone
sleeping
left
in
to,
the
like-
bar.
Is there anyone left to like give us rooms, or are we just taking them?
I think we're
Point.
just
I guess you could take them. How many rooms do you want?
5.
Is everyone in their own room? Are you sharing rooms? These are the things I need to know.
Sebastian is definitely in his own room.
I don't know. Do we share rooms, Alazira, or would you?
No.
I'll try not to take that personally.
Does Alozira put Puka in his own room alone or with her?
No. Alone.
So when you come back out, though, Elazira, like Bosch is like leaning up against the wall, and I go, like it's just us two in the hallway, and I go, I think we have a new quest.
Yeah, what's that?
You get Puka drunk as much as possible, because funny things happen when that kid drinks.
He wrote that chandelier pretty impressively.
Yeah, that was. I mean,
That was
I was
crazy.
for sure thinking that was going to break and fall on someone.
No, he's little.
Nobody was spinning around.
I know, but he's little.
It was like 1,000 years old.
He's got that old strength.
I know. Well, I mean, so I think we should make that happen more and more because Yeah.
Well, let's go to the next town and see what they've got.
We still got more of that keg to finish, you know.
We do, but we're already upstairs. Can you bring it up?
Not easily.
I'll go get it. I'll go get the keg that we have yet to finish. Bring it up to one of our rooms.
Here, and we're gonna keep drinking.
Yeah.
All right.
And then we're going to bed.
Slash pass out on the floor.
Um, all right. So is everybody in their own room?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think yes.
That's somehow going to backfire. John has asked like 5 times.
Oh, no, I
know.
Do you want to open the box? No, do you want to open the box? Yes.
I mean, I have to find the room with the biggest bed because I'm so tall.
Oh, there are rooms here for big people.
Yay. I'm
Mhm.
taking one of them.
Yeah, you find a room. It's actually got a couple of beds in it.
I stack them together.
There's at one point you open up a room and you just see this like old couple who are like in the bed, like looking harrowed as if they have been up hearing everything going on downstairs and fearing for their lives. And you open the door.
Housekeeping? Good night.
No, thank you. Fine. Yeah, but you find this kind of big plush room with big beds for big people, and just like down in the big featheriness of it all.
Mm.
It is like it's a 3-story building, so it's on the top. But yeah, you all find your own rooms.
Yay. What happens to us?
Well, if you all go to sleep, I need you to. No, nothing.
Rip.
Do we get a long rest?
Not yet. Sebastian,
Mm.
make a perception roll at disadvantage.
Oh, I rolled a natural 20. Let's see what else it was gonna be. That's disappointing. Huh. 13. So 19.
Oh, a 19. You're used to kind of sleeping with one ear open, and you hear this of the sound of a foot on a creaky board in your room.
Oh, I just pull the pistol from underneath my pillow that I always have there,
Mm-hmm.
and immediately cock and fuck, I'm just gonna shoot it.
You like this, and there's just a guy in a mask with his head wrapped in a cloak with a like a short sword basically backwards, who's just like, shh.
Dude, it wouldn't even have to be like no, I think he's just gonna shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Great, cool.
100% thought it was Puka.
That would have been great. 16 done.
You're so heroic. I want to sleep at your
16.
feet.
16.
16.
1, 6. Yeah.
That hits.
Okay. You want me to do 3d4, right?
Yes.
All right. What the fuck? Wow. Okay, I just rolled 3 1s in a row.
You explode.
Yeah,
They get less. Yeah.
I still get a firearm die, so I can at least re-roll one of those. And I've rolled 4 ones in a row. God damn it! What the hell?
And you should throw that die away.
I only have the 1d4.
Well, take mine.
That's your problem right there.
I'll mail
Well,
it to you.
Maybe your
had-
gun was sleepy.
I mean, that would be fair. So I guess it's a total of 8 damage, John.
Bless you.
Thank you.
What the hell? It's 5 ones in a row.
I just rolled a 3, a 4, a
This is a
2.
one-sided die. What is that even for?
Yeah, like I don't want. Dude, this die is weighted poorly. Only 1s or 3s so far,
It's not really meant for balance. It's meant for looking cool.
and for killing people's feet. Yeah, I literally haven't rolled a 1. Like I've only rolled 1s and 3s.
Too bad that die burned in a fire.
Yeah, I'm legit gonna throw away this die.
No, sacrifice it in front of the others so they learn their lesson.
Melt it.
You sit up and just the rest of you hear this explosion. You immediately recognize gunfire. So what was it? 9 points?
8.
8.
8.
As this cloaked figure kind of like turns with it, and you see it like kind of wing the off of his shoulder as blood like and it splats against the wall. And he readies himself, turns his sword around. Roll initiative. I guess
John, do I also hear it?
everybody hears it.
Okay. I didn't know if I was still passed out, technically.
I mean, everybody's passed out technically. So
I mean, we're probably all still drunk. Not that much time has passed.
I was not drunk.
Well, I'm like real constitutional.
At least my DC's, or at least my initiative was decent.
Mon's gonna be stupid. Cause it always is. Oh, that's pretty good.
I rolled a 2.
oh
Aw.
no.
I'm proud of you. I'm gonna need to get a tiny light for my dice tray if I'm gonna be using such little dice. I can barely see the numbers.
I have to say that as I've gotten older,
Mhm.
like I now need glasses to read game books, which is a new state. And I'm like,
Fun.
fine.
I'll get there.
Okay.
Well,
I somehow trust that more.
No, for fuck's sake.
Oh, look, we get to go twice.
love it. We have like shadow selves that we have to fight.
Oh gosh.
I
Again?
don't know what I don't know what a nigga bosh is.
What's that?
It's a very serious man.
Yeah, who's very tall.
Hey,
What?
he'd be very short because I'm tall for a halfling.
I still don't totally believe you.
I am. Actually, he is. He's tall, very tall for a halfling. He's on the
That's-
upper end of height for a halfling.
That is
Which
pretty
is-
funny, actually.
3.5 feet. It's not,
Yeah. I'm 8 feet and 1/4 inch.
but I come up to your knee.
Yeah, probably.
The dice
no.
love you guys.
Yeah. Because we say nice things to them when you're not looking.
I believe it.
And then we say mean things to your dice. So then they're all like, oh, I don't want to roll good.
I don't even think I'll know.
Now the picture on the roll 20 screen looks like that night guy just threw the box holding the assassin up into the air. Hey.
Boing. All right. Oh, that's what I was looking for.
Oh, I didn't notice until now that the scene on the roll 20 page is a John Woo scene because there's two doves in the background.
Mm.
Oh, assassin.
All right, Sebastian.
I reload my pistol and shoot again.
Ooh.
Does a 12 hit?
No, he jumps. It like knocks your pistol out of the way as he starts
Yeah.
to close the distance.
Shit. Is there a door or is there a window?
There is a. So, I guess I'm gonna have to draw this here. Real
You don't
fast.
have to. You can just do theater of the mind if you want.
There's the door. There's a window.
Oh, I see.
There's the bed. Then we've got a.
Lico sleepy bush.
Sebastian here. And this guy's here.
Okay.
And you can see that the door is actually cracked open a little bit.
Sure. Okay.
Like he opened it and then closed it, not enough to like make it click, but enough so that people can't see in.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's my turn. I don't like. I think he's probably too close for me to move without incurring, and I wouldn't jump out.
He is not within reach of you. He would not get a attack of opportunity.
Can I grab the book and jump out the window?
Yeah.
I do that.
All right. So yeah, you grab the book, which is right next to your bed, and make a break for it and just jump out the window. Make an athletics or acrobatics check.
It doesn't matter. I'm not skilled in either of those. 7.
Oh, a 7. You out the window, but you're in such a hurry, you don't come down gracefully. You kind of land hard in the street.
I'm sorry, it's technically a 9. I have a +4 dex for acrobatics. So, but yeah, I failed probably.
Did you say total of 9?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it was basically a 10. So you're gonna take 2 points of damage.
Cool.
2 points of bludgeoning as you actually 2 points of bludgeoning and 1 of slashing going through the window.
Sure.
And
This
you
is
are
our-
prone.
This is our before leveled up HP, right?
Just use your leveled up character.
Okay, cool.
All right. Bosch.
I don't know how far away I am, but I'm gonna kind of drunkenly stumble into Sebastian's room, going, "What? You shoot yourself in the middle of the night?" And like open the door, and like there's the assassin, and there's a gaping window. Maybe I even see Sebastian going out.
Yeah,
Holy
you open
shit.
the door and just see Sebastian hurl himself through the window, and this assassin who's like turns around and looks at you.
No shit. So I'm visibly drunk,
Uh-huh.
but
And no
Bosch-
pants.
yeah, no pants. Bosch, but I sort of like go, oh, fine then. and I like will myself to be sober because apparently I can do that shit because it was in my character questionnaire.
What?
Yeah, I have a strong constitution or something. And I'm gonna like attack the guy. I'm like, hey, you made my friend jump out a window when I couldn't watch. And then I'm gonna go stab him.
You totally saw it. You opened the door just in time.
But no, but not the whole thing. I'm gonna pull out like 2 daggers. Because I have my boots on. That's where my daggers are. So I pull these daggers out and I'm like, all right. Come on, fight a halfling with no pants.
Shirt. Shirt. No pants. Boots.
Boots.
Mhm.
Yep.
Well, I didn't want to get splinters from the floor.
Of course.
These are my dagger slippers.
Yeah. And I'll attack him.
All right.
One of those is gonna miss. Oh wait, I don't know. Maybe it won't. There's a 14 hit.
No.
All right, well then just 1 hit then, because that's over 20 something.
That
And,
does in fact hit.
10 points of damage. Poke with my rapier. Oh no, dagger. I'm sorry, dagger. I rolled the wrong die. Hang on.
Yep.
9.
Hey, not bad.
It's not too bad.
Yeah, your rapier goes and he just knocks it out of the way deftly. But you're
No, I have 2 daggers. So like he
Oh.
knocks one of the daggers out, but then I just stab him in the side with the other one and be like,
yeah, you're deft at like you threw that one up there knowing that he was probably going to take it out and bringing the next one underneath. And you just, All right, Alazira.
and then I start going, Alazira!
Well, I'm up. God.
Come on, help me kill this guy.
All right. I pick up
Sebastian.
Yeah, I pick
Not
up my-
Sebastian.
Help me casually murder this person.
Great.
I want to
pick
question
up-
this guy with Moida.
I pick up my light hammer because I don't want to take my axe because it's late and I'm tired.
This is her late night weapon.
You're like
Yeah. It's my
going
after
down
hours.
like this.
No, yes, no.
Yeah. I'm like, would you just go to bed? And then I clonk this guy in the face.
He made Sebastian jump out the window and we couldn't watch.
God damn it.
Right?
Yeah. 11 plus 6 is 17.
17 hits.
Amazing. That's 1d4 plus. That's 1 plus 6, which is 7 points of bludgeoning damage. Good
Yeah, you
night.
kind of run in and you're like, go to sleep. And he's just like so deft at moving, and you're like just trying to hit him is difficult, and you manage to kind of glance a blow off him. But Alazira, as you're doing this, being a soldier, you're like, this is a skilled combatant,
Mhm.
very skilled combatant.
You're not supposed to know how to do that. Stranger.
Let's see, we've got one of these
Hey.
and one of these.
Yeah, I'm up in there.
You're all up ons. There we go.
Yeah.
And
It could be fun,
Yeah, that's
but
fair.
this guy's a buzzkill.
let's
That
see
side,
here.
the other side was probably more accurate.
Comparatively, sure. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yes.
As you're both fighting him at once, and he's like parrying both of your blows, and you're kind of nicking him a little bit, and he just suddenly throws both of your weapons up in the air, disengages, turns, and runs for the window,
Hey.
and jumps out after Sebastian.
That's not
There's a
nice.
moment when he goes through the window, and I'm just looking up at my dagger, which is stuck in the ceiling. Like, could you grab the?
Dugga. Yank.
Thank you.
Welcome.
All right, let's get him.
Iskra.
Okay. First of all, John, read your private direct messages for me.
Okay.
Dear Martha, I never thought I'd write a letter like this, but
Um,
sorry, I think I
second
killed
of all,
Elgin.
so I'm still in my room, right?
Uh-huh.
You know,
Yeah, you just like kind of sat up in bed.
Yep.
You heard a
And
bang, you go, that was gunfire, and then you heard a smash of a window, and then you heard
that is not what we sound like.
can I tell what direction it's in?
It came from the direction of Sebastian's room.
Okay, I'm gonna pick up my dagger and my short sword and head in that direction. What do I see?
You get to the open door and you see Bosch and Alozira are fighting this cloaked guy in a hood. And you can see that the window at the other end of the room is broken. Sebastian is not in the room, and the cloaked figure runs for the window and is jumping out it.
Okay, I'm gonna run for the window and try to stab the guy.
All right, he beats you to the window. He is very,
Yes.
very fast. But
Okay. Can
Yeah.
I grab his cloak before he's able to get away, or stab him as he jumps, or is he just too fast?
make an athletics roll to see if you can grab his cloak.
Oh, good. My best one. 12, because I have a negative to my athletics.
What did you roll?
A 13. I have a
Nice.
negative one.
You kind of push your way in between them, trying to grab the guy's cloak, and you basically aren't able to catch up to him, but you look down from the window, which is going to be about the end of your movement. You look down as you see him kind of like land, and he looks over to where Sebastian is, and Sebastian, he forgot to take his action, and he flings a dagger at you.
Okay. I'm scared too, Fran.
Meow. Meow.
Let's see here. How does he fuck up this dagger thing?
His dagger hits my gun and reloads it for me.
Cool.
Pushes your balls down.
I'm too far into my into my go to pull out my crossbow.
You had to use your action to
Yeah.
try to
Okay.
grab him.
Yeah. So I'm just
Um,
watching this happen. Nothing I can do.
Yeah. So Iskra, basically what he had to do was to keep you from catching up with him. He threw the dagger at your foot and made you and basically like pinned your foot for a second. You had to grab it out. That's why you couldn't catch him, but he's unable to hit Sebastian with the dagger.
Running towards the noise, still quite drunk. Perception to see what's going on when I enter the room, or do I just
You kind of get there as Iskra chases this guy out the window.
Puka takes just a sec to look around, realize Sebastian's not there, and just yell, "Sebastian!" and leap out the window right after them.
You
In my head, Puka smashes into Iskra, and both of them go out the window.
We'll see how well I roll.
make an athletics check with disadvantage. Drunk.
Oh, this is so different than praying Kismet. No.
Oh,
Good. All right, with disadvantage though. Oh, all right. I rolled a 19 second, but a 15 first, so that's 15 because I don't have a bonus.
15. You are going to try to jump out the window without taking Iskra with you, and you just stop because she's in the middle of the window and you can't get out of it because she's blocking it.
Then I will stick my hand past her and shoot a guiding bolt at Mr.
You can't make a perception roll to see if you can even see him.
Okay.
'Cause you're now 5 feet away from the window.
Aha! My perception's good. +6. That's a 24.
24. All right. You can see him.
Guiding bolt.
You kind of move up next to Iskra and look down, and you see Sebastian is starting to run down the street as the assassin is running after him.
All right. That is okay. 14 plus 14 plus 6. That's a dirty 20. That's better than okay.
That hits.
All right. And that's 4d. Yeah. 2, 3, 4. I got 4 metal dice now. I'm so excited. Ooh, and they rolled well for me. 3 plus 3 is 6 plus 2 is 8 plus 4 is 12 damage.
12. This shining bolt of light comes flying down at the assassin, hits him, and now he is glowing, giving the next attack roll advantage.
Hey.
Hey.
Go again, Sebastian. Go sleep.
He still yells, Sebastian!
I figured you did that as you ran into the room in between Bosch and Ellis.
I think Puka is just saying it over and over again.
Sebastian!
Imagine! Imagine!
Slightly,
Oh
my
slightly
God, so
drunk
drunk.
little angelish person screaming out a window.
Stella!
All right, Sebastian, what are you doing?
I'm gonna reload while I'm running and shoot him. As I'm running.
All right.
So is that
Oh, thank God. I rolled a nat
up to
one.
6 now?
No, yeah, it's up at 6. I rolled a nat 1, but I have the advantage. So
Yeah, you do.
that's cocked. Is it 17? It's 17 hits, right, John?
17 hits.
All right. I'm gonna roll on this because I don't trust my D4.
Good boy.
Yeah. Boy, D4. Oh
Okay,
no.
well, clearly, but I get to re-roll another one of those.
One of those ones.
All right, so this next roll is going to be the exploding die. And then I'm going to roll my firearm die.
Firearm die.
Okay, so it doesn't matter. 6, 8, 12. 12 damage, John.
12 damage. Nice. Yeah, and again, he's like coming after you, and as you fire, you're like, this is a dead center shot. He just kind of moves to the side, and it hits him. It does all of its damage, but he's really adept at. He can take a lot of damage, is what I'm trying to say.
You're saying he's just in an uncanny way, he's just dodging.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm just trying to say he has a lot of hit points.
Oh, okay, cool.
Funny.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm just gonna continue trying to evade this fucker.
Bosch.
I'm gonna move through Puka and Iskra squares and then out the window. Because I'm small.
Roll between their feet.
Yeah.
Doink, doink.
Is there rooftops to run on, or is it just a drop and then run down the street? It's like a small
It is
village.
Yeah, as a drop in a
all right.
like a
So I'm gonna.
story drop.
How much movement does it take for me to get to the ground?
We'll call it 10 feet.
All right, so like 10 feet to the
Or
window.
actually, we'll call it 5 feet because it's falling.
So like 10 feet to the window, 5 feet to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And then how far away are they?
They're pretty much right there. So they're just down the street, maybe 10 feet. The assassin's maybe
All right.
10 feet from you once you
So-
land.
All right. So I'm going to use cunning action for the first time.
Hey.
So I use my full movement to go 30 feet. So it's like 25 and then 10 and then another 5 feet. And then I'll use cunning action to get up next to Sebastian. Actually, yeah, I was going to run up next to Sebastian and be like, what's going on? But I think it's pretty clear what's happening.
Hey,
so I'm-
who's this guy?
Yeah,
I'm
this guy
just kidding.
hates you. Yeah, so I'm gonna run up behind the assassin guy and I'm gonna stab him.
All right.
And this time, yeah, I'm gonna use Vex
Oh,
and Nick so that I get sneak attack. Sneak attack. Let's see. Well, yeah, that one misses. Does a 17 hit?
yes.
Okay. So that's a bunch of damage. This, and then those two. So I hit him with both dagger and rapier.
Yeah.
8, 9, 19 points of damage.
Woo.
Jeezums.
I think I kind of leap up
Cheese and
and
crab.
like stab, and then I'm like, ha ha. Hey, do you come here often?
Was it 19?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. He doesn't see you coming. He is so focused on Sebastian that and he's just like in dead sprint, and you manage to catch up with him and just
And I actually say, do you come here often? Nice mask. Looks terribly comfortable.
Oh, is that guy
I
not
expect
dead
everyone
yet?
will be wearing him in the future.
Right.
Would you say that this assassin man is like 30 feet away from me?
Like
Or
how
is it more?
I didn't hear what you asked.
Oh, would you say that this guy is like 30 feet away from me? Or is he more?
You know what? You could get into this window and probably make an athletics check, DC 8, and you can land next to him.
You got it. I'm gonna do it. Where's my dice? There it is. We're doing great. Athletics. That's a 19 plus my athletics.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, plus 6.
You just kind of
25.
and jump. Also, I want to remind you of the death from above house rule that we have.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, could I do that? Hang on.
Yeah. So basically, you roll the hit, you're going to take falling damage, but he also takes that 2d6 extra damage from your weapon.
Amazing. So just roll to attack or just roll?
Yes.
Great. So that's an 18 on the die. So 18
hits.
plus, yeah. Well, since I decided I have my light hammer, it's plus 6, so I have a 24 to hit. And 1d4 hit. That's a 1 again. So 1 plus 6 is 7, and then you said an additional 2d6.
Yes.
Right. And then I'll roll these separately. Voila. That's a 6 and a 3, so 7 plus 9 equals 16 points of Al-Zero falling damage.
So that's weapon damage, falling
Mhm.
damage, and your bonus. Strength
Yes.
bonus. Okay.
Yes.
Woo!
And then I take falling damage too, right?
Correct. Whatever you rolled on those 2 dice, you'll also take.
Cool. Worth it.
He
Stopped him, didn't I?
stumbles as you hit him in the ground, but manages to like put one hand down and kind of pop back up. And he's now starting to realize that he is being surrounded.
0 from above.
Caca!
Dude,
I
look up
absolutely
here.
should.
Look up here.
Yeah. That's what I say is a fault.
Oi!
What?
I mean, we could talk in some sort of parlay, maybe.
I don't know. I did kind of just fall on him.
That was an encouraging parlay.
Oh fuck! It's the assassin's
It's
turn.
the assassin's
Oops.
turn.
I'm sure this will be fine for me.
Let's see here. Damn it. There we go. It's the assassin. Yeah, right.
So
Is going to. Oh,
what's up,
fucking metal
Buttercup?
dice. All right.
I need ice cream.
It was mine was
I'm gonna
Quick.
text my husband.
Yeah, I was going to say, shine
Ben
the
and
Tony light
Jerry's.
into the sky. Summon ice cream. Expecto ice creamo.
To be fair, it would be the second time he's left after 8 p.m. to walk down the street to buy me Ben and Jerry's this week.
He is carrying your child. You are carrying his child. It is the fucking least he could do.
hmm
Ice cream is a necessity.
Indeed, Ben and Jerry's.
Stat.
Sebastian, what's your AC?
Let me double check. I think it's 15.
15. All right. Cool.
Yes, 15.
That is one hit. His dagger misses, or his second poison blade misses.
Ah. Okay.
What he is going to do. Ten 10 points of damage.
Okay.
To you. That one attack. Um yeah. And he like stabs you and is like, you see that he's like expecting you to fall, but you manage to take the hit and like move back. And he's got these other people on his ass, and he uses disengage to start running away.
Yeah.
From you all. And that's the end of his turn. Iskra?
Okay, so how far away from me are they?
They are down the street and around the corner now.
Okay, so and I'm still freaking in the stupid dumbass window.
Mm-hmm. If Puka had just rolled worse, you both would be sprawled on the ground right now.
You'd be on the street right now and everything would be happening.
I would be passed out. I only have 3 hit points because I still haven't slept.
There is that.
This is, let's see, that only goes 30 feet. Yeah, they're more than that. And I turn around. Is Puka still in the room with me? Sorry. Anyone?
Yeah.
Look at Puka. I'm saying, come on. And I'm gonna run out the room, down the stairs, and out the front door.
All right.
So I'm running.
I like the thing like in a cinematic moment, you're like you back up and you're like, come on, and then instead of like jumping out the window, you just
Which is very Iskra. The number of times I've been like, let's do this. Ah!
All right, Puka, it's your turn.
I'm gonna roll to see how drunk I still am. I have an action for above a 10 and an action for below a 10, and it's below a 10. Puka yells, "Coward!" and jumps out the window.
I'd like to think in midair, Puka goes, Sebastian!
Good.
Is that an acrobatics or an athletics check?
You choose.
More of a plummet.
Yes. No, he does not so much fly as plummet.
Girls will
Athletics.
plummet.
Or, no, acrobatics. Acrobatics.
All Puka has to do is, as Puka's throwing themselves at the ground, is just miss, and then you know how to fly.
What'd you
So
roll?
it was so close to a 1 and it flipped over to a 19. So that
Okay.
would be a 21.
All right. You
Yeah.
jump out and somehow miraculously, drunkenly hit the ground and roll.
No, Johnny, if I can, I think
Sure.
Puka does like the hero landing, but there's like no one there to see it.
Yeah.
Shit.
No
Okay,
block.
fine.
Yeah. But you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Puka passes it. Well, I don't know. How much did Puka get healed when Puka got healed?
Wow.
No one healed. Iskra still has 3 hit points.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm awake right now and I was passed out from having beefed it off the chandelier. So did I have 1 hit point?
Yes.
Puka passes out.
Oh my
Puka,
God.
boom, does the thing and just kind of, oh, that was too much.
I love that Iskra is going to run out the front door and she's going to look over and Puka's just sprawled out in the middle of the street, like face down.
Puka makes this perfect 3-point landing, hero style. Looks up to give the finger to the no longer there Iskra, and then just keels over perfectly backwards, straight as a board, into the street, leaving a poof of dust out from beneath his unmoving body.
All right, Sebastian. This assassin is making a pretty good distance between the two of you.
All right.
He's very fast.
I will chase after him, but I won't catch him. Because I'm assuming he's faster than me.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna use my bonus action to reload. Instead, I'm gonna use my bonus action to help Bosch in giving him advantage as an attack against him. Because it's my hobgoblin feature.
Okay.
To help. Or use help as a bonus action, so I can give Bosch advantage. So Bosch, when he
Neat.
attacks him, will have his sneak attack.
Neat.
Get up there,
Man,
buddy.
let's see here. Species. Is this Monsters of the Multiverse version?
Yeah. But I can use my action to reload. So I use my action to reload and my bonus action to
Encourage.
yeah.
Bosh, he's all yours.
All right, then.
He's right
So-
there.
So I move and then use my cunning action to dash, which puts me up next to him, and then I stab him.
And then I stabs him. See? Stabs him. Make an athletics roll.
Me? Okay.
Yeah.
Wait.
See if you can catch up to him because he's a little bit further away from you.
Well, I was right next to him, though, and then we have
Oh,
the
that
same.
is true. That is true. So forget it.
Okay, just attack.
Yeah.
So good thing I had advantage. 24.
24 hits.
And then I missed with the dagger, but sneak attack with the rapier. Ooh. 15 points of damage.
15.
Sebastian says I should stab you. Stab him.
Yeah, he seems like he thinks he's going to get away. Like he is Terminator 2 running the fuck out of here, splashing through the puddles and stuff. It's still a little wet from all the rain. And just not looking back as you come running up to him and just skewer him right through like one of the kidneys. And he
And as he kind of keels over a little bit, like I'm close enough where I can whisper, This is for making me go outside without pants.
Oh God, you're not wearing pants. I don't want to be staring at
You
half
get an
like this
extra
when I
stab out
die.
of that one, but it's more of a poke.
Let's see here. What's gonna do? Yeah, he manages to still stay upright. Alozira.
All right, how far away are they from me now?
Probably 60 feet.
God damn it. Okay, so I'll go 30 so that I'm within 30 feet of this assassin. And
The
I'll
great thing about
say,
light hammers is they're throwable.
no, I know, but I got a thing.
Oh, nice.
Anything's throwable if you throw it.
That's true.
It is throwable exactly one time. And then I look stupid looking for it. I run 30 feet, get closer, and I say, Oi! Duel me! And I cast Compelled Duel.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
You have to make a wisdom save of 14 or higher.
All right, then. And I turn around. No.
Yeah, as I have my light hammer.
Well, you
What?
wouldn't run like a coward, would you?
Duel me.
Um,
Eyes appear.
gosh.
Good form, Peter. Good form.
Let's see here.
What's that reference?
Hook.
Oh.
Dustin Hoffman, Captain Hook.
Yeah, it's just been a while.
The quintessential Peter Pan, the best Peter Pan,
Yeah.
the only Peter Pan.
Yeah.
What-
My
what-
mentor wrote that movie. It's a great movie.
What kind of save?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. 12.
You
Nice.
failed.
He failed.
Amazing. So what happens is, on a failed save, the creature is drawn to you, compelled by your divine demand. For the duration, it has disadvantage on attack rolls against creatures other than you, must make a wisdom saving throw each time it attempts to move to a space that is more than 30 feet away from you. Spell ends if I attack any other creature, blah blah. Yeah, so come over here.
Get over here.
And that is technically a bonus action, so I could use an action to attack him.
That is true.
But then I have to throw my hammer.
Or to run up closer to them.
But I already used my movement.
Yeah, but your action to move again, so you're up next against him.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I just have a bonus. Or wait, hang on.
So it means
Yeah, I'll
if
use
if he moves further away from you, because he can still move 30 feet away from you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
stay where
loses
you
that.
are, because then that's better.
Yeah, well, and he has to come to me now.
Does he? I thought he just
Yeah.
says that he.
Because he failed to save.
Right, but I thought it just means that he can't move 30 feet away from you. It doesn't mean that he has to move towards you.
The spell said that he has to.
Oh,
Let me
okay,
see.
Maybe I'm just misunderstanding.
No, I think it's more that if he has to make another save if he tries to move away from you.
Oh, got it. Yeah. On a failed save, the creature is drawn to you. So I'm like,
Held by
eyes
your
here.
divine demand.
Yes.
So it sounds like, yeah, I mean, it sounds like the intent of that is that it does try to go toward you. If it tries to resist, it can make a will save, but if it fails,
Yeah. Then he's fucked. Either way.
well, I guess we're about to find out because it's his turn next.
Yeah.
All right. Are you approaching him?
Yeah, I'll use my well, yeah, I can use my action to dash, right?
You
Yeah.
shouldn't, though.
But what if he tries to run away from me more?
He can't. I mean, he can, like, now he can, well, and I'm not going to, you do whatever you want to do.
Okay.
You can help
Yeah,
each other learn your characters. That's fine.
Well,
Yeah.
if you stayed where you were, I would get an attack of opportunity when he runs to you.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I see what you want.
Yeah.
Well, and I also think that Alazir would kind of like stand her ground and be
Sure.
like, yeah, this spell is totally working.
The spell is totally working.
It's totally working, right?
Let's see here.
You, me, Hey,
Yeah, bonus
Ow.
action,
I'm out.
disengage, and runs to attack Alozira.
Right.
18
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
and a 25.
That's a
Oh,
miss.
they.
Hmm?
Yeah,
That's a-
no, they both hit.
Oh no.
No. Oh, I'm scared now.
So that's 10 points of piercing, 3 points of poison on the first
Mhm.
hit.
Poison.
Fuck. All
8
right.
points of piercing and 3 points of poison on the second hit.
Yeah, I'm down.
Oh. I accept your duel.
No.
Alozira! Yeah.
And then he like goes, shit, what? Oh, fuck, that was a bad idea. Because now he realizes he's surrounded by all of you and within reach of everyone, except for Iskra, who's still running downstairs.
And
I'll be
Puka,
like-
who is
Puka who's asleep.
Well, yes.
Or Puka who's dying.
passed
Just
out,
unconscious,
just
that's
passed
fine.
out.
Unconscious is fine.
That was a terrible idea.
Iskra. Can we say that Iskra makes it out the front door?
Sure.
So I look
You
over.
hear-
and I
You
see-
hear fighting from around the corner and Puka's down.
Yeah, just
It's like,
you look down the alley and there's Puka.
There's Puka, and then how far away is everyone from me? Like,
It's hard to say. You can hear them. They're on the other side of the building.
okay, I want
Or no, wait, I guess the front door is actually here.
yeah, we'd be like around the corner.
to, okay, because I'm wondering if I can run towards them just to get within 80 feet of them, where I can see them.
Yeah, probably.
Or even just, can I get to a place where I can see them?
Them who?
Sorry, a place where I can see the assassin.
Like if you ran like just to the corner of the building, you probably see it.
Yeah. I'll say you could run over Puka's corpse. I mean, unconscious body.
I'm gonna run over Puka's body.
Tiffany, I have just a, as we're seeing this in our minds, I have a question.
Mhm.
When Iskra runs past Puka, does Iskra like step on Puka? Like, because I can see her being like,
No, not this time. It's just I acknowledge that Puka
uneven
is there.
footing. No, I understand.
Yeah. And I'm trying to get to people. So I'm going to take my movement to be able to see them. Am I within 80 feet of them around
Yes.
the corner? Okay. So then I'm gonna shoot with my crossbow. Ooh. Dirty 20.
That hits.
I hit the assassin
I mean, if that's who
That's a
you're
sin.
aiming for.
for 6 points of damage. I
How do you
do
wanna do
something,
this?
you guys.
How do you want to do this?
Nice.
Oh my god, are you
Nice.
kidding me?
Damn.
I finally do something. So I run down the stairs. I see Puka. I run past Puka. I'll come back for you. Look around the corner. I see the assassin. He's just pulling the dagger out of Alozira. I pull out my
As
crossbow,
Alozira crumples to the ground.
crumples to the ground. And just as Alozira crumples to the ground, I pull out my crossbow and I hit that asshole. Boom. Right
In
to
the asshole.
his.
Yeah. You can see that he's saying something witty to Alozira. He's got a mask on, but his mouth happens to be open at the time, and it just through the mask sticks out a few inches out of the back of his head as he falls to the
Men should
ground.
not speak unless they are asked to.
I'm like running up to Alozira, like, Alozira, no, wake up. I'll try a medicine check, John.
All right.
God.
I have +0.
I at least have +2.
A 12.
All you need is like a
I
10.
I found out where she's wounded. Look, I can put my whole head in there.
Ah!
Oh, smells like poison.
I'll stabilize.
Yeah, you stabilize her. I'm calling Puka already stabilized.
Mhm.
The street stabilized Puka.
Street stabilized Puka.
Thank you, cobblestones.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take one more break real fast and then do a little wrap
Come
up.
on back.
I'm
Oh,
now
my
realizing that we're leveling up after this and I have to choose another spell to not use.
I'm
I have to figure
a
out which one.
cleric. I don't
Well, you
got
need
it.
What you need to look at for, Tiffany, are spells that only have like either only have somatic components, like ones
Yep.
that you could just whisper.
Yep.
Like there's no hand, there's no
What I'm looking for.
components. Like what spells can you cast stealthy?
Right. That's
Yeah,
kind of what
by-
I'm looking for.
That's awesome.
Whispered verbal means. I mean, compelled duel is just
So
verbal.
V is verbal, S is somatic. I'm looking for ones that just are somatic, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
or
just
just
verbal.
verbal. Like verbal, like the thing
Because
about
verbal I
verbal,
can
like
whisper.
yeah, but like that's a weird gray area in the rules, like because the intent is not to be like I just do this and it goes.
Yeah.
on. You know, it's supposed to be, you know,
Huh?
And what does somatic mean? It's like a hand symbol?
yeah, it's a hand gesture.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
Yeah, if you take careful or not careful spell,
Stealth, it's subtle spell.
yes,
Subtle, yeah.
then you can
Mm.
Then I can whisper.
cast without certain things.
Yeah.
It's a kaiju.
Because I will have sorcery points now. But I don't know which ones I can use. Oh well, okay.
All right. So you got this dead assassin in the street. People start coming out of their houses, hearing the commotion.
Sebastian, what the hell did you do to this guy?
That ain't me. That's a crossbow, not a bullet.
No, yeah, but he was trying to kill you.
Oh,
Genius.
I don't know. I don't even know this man. I walk up to it. Have any of you all seen Puka? I would think that Puka would come out and help here too. So he goes over
Huh.
to
You hear some pulling blood coming out of somebody's throat from around the corner.
I'm with Puka. Wake up. Come on.
Puka, you wake up and have one hit point. Same with
Yeah.
Alizira.
Oh, there you are. You okay?
Sebastian will
Yeah, you won. Good job.
Sebastian will go over to the assassin and rip off his face covering.
That face was his cover.
Was there anything like? Are there any markings at all, John?
He is a just a human. He is probably somewhere in his early to mid 30s. Scruffy, like kind of pockmarked face. Looks like he maybe have had a disease at some point. Dark hair, blue eyes, and he does have some tattoos.
Is he still like alive at all, or not really?
He is dead as fuck.
Great.
Yo,
We'll just Sebastian will kind of like boing the crossbow bolt in his mouth. Huh.
Brrr.
He looks kind of normal, I would say.
Well, did you search him?
Well, I'm working on that. Just give me a moment.
What are you trying to wait for consent? I mean, he's dead.
I would think that most assassins wouldn't necessarily keep things on them to identify themselves. I'm just, I've been around these types. I just wanted to see if there's any sort of like tattoos or shit, Just hold your damn horses. I'll start rifling through his pockets or something.
I can detect magic.
I could see if he was good or bad.
I think y'all should go back to bed, is what I think.
Want me to check?
And maybe bed would be good. Puka
Uh,
looks at Valazira, like kind of half holding her up, attempting to at least, and like half hanging on her. Like, bad, bad.
I think it was bad.
The shit
don't-
beat out of you and also drunk.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, now I got to start over.
so,
What was your question, Sebastian?
I just wanted to search him.
Search him.
That's all.
You search, and as is typical people in this sort of profession that you would know coming from where you're from, the only thing you find on him are weapons. You find 2 short swords that have poison on them,
Mm-hmm.
and about 8 daggers on him.
Can I do an investigation on the poison specifically? And does it like smell or look like anything that maybe I would like identify?
Yeah.
Um. Bleh. 12.
12. As far as you can tell, this is like just a standard toxin
Mhm.
sort of thing.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
As I expected, nothing really notable on this fella. The poison seems pretty standard, which I have to say is kind of insulting. But
Do any of you have like criminal background or anything?
I mean,
No.
Sebastian, I mean, I didn't have like a specific background that I chose for him, but Sebastian's background would be kind of criminalesque.
You haven't taken a background for Sebastian?
I had like a custom. You said like we could make our own like background, so I was
Yeah.
just kind of like a highwayman kind of thing.
That probably counts as a criminal.
Yep. That'll count. What did you roll for your investigation?
A 12.
12. Yeah, these could be syndicate tattoos. Like in where you're from, they you don't get a lot of people from the syndicates outside.
Yeah.
You've got your own.
Like it seems clear that he's a part of something, but not something I would necessarily like recognize.
Yeah.
This man's ink makes me think he's a part of some sort of professional outfit, but not one that I recognize.
You think they were after you or the book?
I'm curious about that.
No. Here, let's get these 2 inside before they fall asleep in the street.
It's almost too late.
There's
Um,
two old people with broadswords and a dog and a lantern who come running up. We're like, hold there, drop your weapons. And they're like,
Hey, this guy was an assassin. He tried to kill us. We're the
Was he?
saviors of the town. Remember us from the bar?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you brought the plague.
No, that was the dude who was dating the half mustache guy.
No, they're married.
Oh yeah, they're married.
Scandals.
Okay, we'll come ask you if we have more questions.
All right.
Yeah.
then.
Go back to
I
bed. That's
agree.
what we are doing.
All right, well, we'll talk to you in the morning then.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
so good at your jobs. You're so good at them. You're great.
I
Go to bed.
I rip out the bolt from the assassin and I walk over to Iskra and I hand her back the bolt. Thank you.
I will murder anyone in the mouth that you require.
Usually you got to pay double for that.
Name's Flirtons. Let's go.
Come
bed.
on, kid. Let's get you in bed. It seems like
I'm
you-
gonna help Alozira. This should go well.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you are.
Seems like you need it.
Mother just puts her hand on your head and uses you like a. Uh, uh, uh.
I'm gonna need a chiropractor or something.
I could do that.
And you all.
Sure. I'm sure I'll live.
You all go upstairs, where you get a long rest.
In a
Wake up
safe space.
mid-morning. Some of you more hungover than others.
Hey, you know.
Puka.
Rewind just a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Sebastian's helping Puka to bed. When Sebastian is attempting to put him into bed, Puka reaches out and grabs his hand like a little sleepy puppy and goes, "Will you stay? Or I could sleep on the floor. I just I know I'm trying to be all cool and everything, but I've never had anyone try to kill. I've never seen anybody die before. And now I've seen like 3 people die today. And did you stay?"
Why don't you get some rest, kid? And I just like lay like Puka's head down to the onto the bed as I'm sure that Puka just kind of passes out, and then Sebastian will just slowly kind of hobble because he's still hurt pretty bad himself, and will just make his way over to a chair in the room and put up his feet and just kind of doze off.
Pat down.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else have anything they want to do before sleep?
Yeah, after I get Alozira into bed, I'm gonna go back down to the bar and get a couple bottles because now I got to start over. And I'll sit on the stairs for a bit and drink them, and then go to bed.
Iskra?
I'm so
Go up to the room. Check the doors, probably prop furniture against the doors and windows. Crawl into bed and pass out.
All right.
yeah.
You all sleep through the night, no further disturbances. You wake up mid-morning, feeling rested. Long rest in a secure area,
Yay.
and to the smells of breakfast meats and beans and all sorts of stuff bubbling up from downstairs. Some of you more hungover than others. And I guess that's where we'll pick up next time.
Yeah. I wake up with like little to no hangover because my constitution is so good.
And Puka has no hangover either because Puka's so young, just throwing out of bed.
Not fair.
I was already going to say the same thing.
I think I was thinking about that earlier today, even. Yeah, so we'll pick up there next time.
Yay!
So we're off next week.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Can I, John, can I get your opinion on one spell? I haven't
Yes.
decided on it yet. So turns out I have access to silvery barbs, but I'm also watching season 3
Uh-huh.
or campaign 3, and I know how much how much DMs hate that spell.
What is that?
I think it's cool.
Okay.
It's a reaction to make someone they get if they get off on their die, like they get a reduced die thing.
Yeah, so basically if
They get
let's
off on
say
their
that-
die.
No, basically let's say
Yeah,
that
they
if one of you got hit really bad within 60 feet of me, I can cast silvery barbs as a reaction, and they have to re-roll their d20.
So you reaction gives someone a disadvantage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's kind of neat.
So for me, it's between that one and catapult.
I think that's a super. I think for for your character, trying to be stealthy, I think
Mhm.
silvery barbs is easily one of those things where you could do, and someone would
Mhm.
not necessarily know something magical happened.
Yeah, and it's only got a verbal component, and that doesn't necessarily mean the verbal component is something that you would recognize.
Or we would
We
even
could all
hear.
just we
I mean,
could all
verbal-
think that Iskra has a bad cough.
Yeah.
But yeah, verbal component still means it's some sort of spell. Like it's not like you're
Yeah.
saying, "Hey, hot dog," and
Yeah, but I also have sorcery points, so I can also spend those to cast it silently.
not yet. You can.
Oh, sorry. I have 2 right now. You're right.
No, you have to get meta magic first.
Yeah, you're right.
That's 3rd level, and that only happens like a limited amount of time. But
didn't you say you have meta magic?
not yet.
I
sorcery
don't.
points.
I've got 2 sorcery points that I can exchange for more spell slots, but I don't get
Oh,
meta.
okay.
But I would also say, like, in the midst of a fight, fights are loud. Like, we're not necessarily.
I was thinking. See, I was thinking the opposite. Like catapult, we might just think
Catapult is just somatic.
yeah, we might just think you're throwing it.
Yeah.
Like she's really good at throwing things.
Oh.
Well, and I can also cast it in the same way that I cast Mage Hand, in that I can kind of hide that I'm casting it.
Well, somatic could just be this.
Right.
There was
Yeah,
somebody on the
like-
internet who kind of made a joke about that, of like how a lot of the spell components are jokes.
Yeah.
Like
Which is pretty
there's
cool.
a somatic component to catapult, and like friendship with animals is like you need a morsel of food
Yeah.
and like a bunch of other stuff like that.
Like,
that's
is it a
great.
spell or did you just give them a snack?
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah. No, that's why I was looking at Catapult, because that one I could see being useful in a battle.
Would definitely make you think like you're really strong too. Like you can easily sell that like you're really strong.
I'm totally strong. That's why I was able to catapult a boulder. No, it's one object. Oh, it's only weighing 1 to 5. Oh, that's perfect. It's one object weighing 1 to 5 pounds.
Yeah, it's like you pick up a rock and it
I
just
pick up a
happens to
rock,
be.
and
It just
just
goes
happens to
really
do
far and does a lot of damage.
8 bludgeon. Yeah, I think as great as Silvery Barbs is, I might learn that one later. Catapult is exactly what Iskra would be doing right now.
It also levels up really nicely.
Yeah.
So
Sorry, guys.
What's the other
no,
first level spell you have
that's
right
why
now?
we're here. This is the
What's
game.
the other first level spell that you have right now?
The other ones I have Catapult, Chaos Bolt, Cure Wounds, and Mage Armor.
You could swap out Chaos Bolt for Silvery Barbs if you wanted to.
Yeah,
Am I allowed to swap things out, or only when
You
I
you can
level
level
swap
up,
out
you
one
are.
spell level.
Mm,
Because you haven't used Chaos Bolt, and that's going to be one of the more like
it's gonna be
obvious.
more difficult. Yeah. That's a
Yeah.
good point.
Which will make sense once it all comes out, but
And Chaos Bolt's a little wonky anyway.
It
it
is.
really is.
Well, I could also take Magic Missile, but Magic Missile is verbal and somatic. That one's really noticeable.
Well, it's also glowing bolts of energy that fly across the room and hit somebody. That's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea.
Going around.
Where did those
corners.
come from?
It
think
keeps happening.
I sneezed.
I think creating like a super subtle sorcerer is very cool. I think what you're doing is awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I would swap. I think Ben's right. You should swap
I
out.
did.
Chaos
Yeah, it's a
Bolt
good
and then-
idea. Because
do-
I could, it also fits with the character of like,
Mhm.
she would try to protect people. And
Just not
she
so they
would-
notice.
just not so they notice. She doesn't want anyone to know. That's the thing with Puka. She doesn't want Puka to know she's very affectionate towards Puka. She just wants to.
Well, I sent John and Laura actually a message during like the whole bedtime scene. I went, the audience are totally shipping these two.
Absolutely.
So last week I was like, all right, I need to figure out what this loot is and like what I need to find some just funky shit that a witch would have on her, just like weird spell components and stuff like that. And I started looking some stuff up and I saw a jar of spiders and I went, this is a gift. This is a gift to our to our tricksters.
Thank you.
I absolutely have to put spiders in there.
Jar of spiders.
And I was about to send Elora a thing that just said spiders when you guys were in the tavern, and Brian's like, well, so I had this idea. Alozira. And
Mhm.
I'm like, waiting. It's like, we have a jar of spiders. And I'm like, yes.
Don't even worry, taken care of.
I do
And
think
I
that-
added to our list, Laura, spider pants is when you put an insect or vermin into someone else's clothing
Spider
for the
pants,
purposes of
spider
hilarity.
pants.
Oh,
that's-
actually,
Nothing else.
John, if I can I just quickly backtrack because there's something I need to know.
Oh, yeah.
When everyone else leaves and goes into the tavern, before Iskra goes in, I want to stand by the assassin I killed. Can
Mhm.
I sense any magic on him?
No.
Cool. Thanks. That's all I need to know.
Mhm.
Hot pants is probably a different thing. That's like when you put lava in someone's pants, but there's a lot more prep.
And you have to
Right.
run really fast from the lava
Yeah.
to the guy.
Yeah, it's
Candle wax could work in a pinch.
hot, 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 hot.
Yeah. Hot potato.
Potatoes.
Beef
Yeah, I
stew.
mean, we've added some new ones recently. I mean, there's
Yeah.
Dismember the Wicker, Awkward Hollow.
hmm
Awkward Hollow is getting in a tight space with the target to make them feel as uncomfortable as possible. Inspired by
Hi.
Puka and Sebastian.
Yeah. Come here often.
You come here often.
Do you like Santa Claus? I like Santa Claus.
I am Santa Claus.
Oklahoma, Oklahoma, Oklahoma.
Ho, 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 ho.
Aw.
Do not tap on glass.
So one of my best friends in my 20s, Stuart, would do
You
that.
are-
He would just walk up and he'd like stand really close to you and go, "Do you like Santa Claus?" Like the kid in Christmas Story with the goggles on.
Perfect.
I was crazy once. Crazy. I was crazy once. Put me in a rubber room.
Oh,
Rubber
you
room
have
rats.
really pretty eyes, LJ.
Oh, thank you.
They're
He's true.
green.
They changed color. Are they green today?
They're green
They're
right
pretty
now.
green today,
Yeah.
yeah.
And they fire lasers.
Lasers.
All right, lovely people.
Good
Yeah,
I
I
night.
love
gotta
you
go
all. This was such a wonderful night.
That was a great game.
Yeah.
Such a good night.
Definitely.
E
Mm.
fantastic.
Bye.
All right. Have a good night.
I'll send pictures from the war.
Yay.
Hey.